Alright. So, let's use this game to try and diagnose some problems with Valiant. So we've got 2 VODs of Valiant, actually, before we begin. We've got Valiant against Titans and Valiant against Charge. For this game, I already know the Titans are good. I don't need to know more, really, about the Titans playstyle. But I want to look at the Valiant. My theory about the Valiant so far is that Kuki isn't that great. Izayaki uses his transcendences pretty poorly, but can otherwise frag out pretty well. Fate is individually pretty good, but isn't, I mean, the whole team isn't in sync very well. And Space has a good awareness of enemy grabs and stuff like that, but and his positioning is normally okay, but I don't think he really pulls Space for Fate at the right times. And I'm interested to see what Kariv is like, because he does do a lot of damage, but again, I think they don't have the best teamwork. They go very aggressive there just to take control of the point. Fate to look at a lot of damage. I think someone else took the armor pack as well. Maybe he took the armor pack and he was still that weak. Bubble gets used. Good aggressive. Bash. Bumper. Armor pack used again. Bubble up in 2 seconds. Gets used. Space booped Bumper out of position. They trade main tanks. Barriers from Valiant. I managed to get the pick on Kariv though. How do they not get a kill with that sound barrier? Who are they focusing? Nobody. Nobody's going weak on Titans. They're not focusing anyone. Oh, Sominsu is the player that they're focusing. But he just takes armor pack and then they use trans. Okay. Well. Well, Karib's going to have a grav without a trance on the other side. Grav bomb available for Valiant as well. But Titans know this, so they're probably going to play aggro, so Valiant should be aware of this. Fate needs to be able to block Bumper's Shatter. But you can't play scared, you still have to play high tempo, but it looks like Slime's going to go for a boop shatter. Boop, shatter. Ooh. Did he get bashed out of it? What happened there? No, it just doesn't. Oh, no, it does get people. It gets Kuki and Kariv. But Izayaki's there with the trance. Sound barrier engagement. Both teams use grabs. Suminsu doing a really good job of being able to catch up. Suminsu really shouldn't have the grab there. Like, Kariv had that advantage coming from the previous fight because Suminsu used his grab. So, Suminsu's had a grab for every fight so far. It's a big clutch, big clutch. But they put so much pressure on you, Titans, that you have to play pretty perfect. And your players have to be very individually good. Going for a boop shatter again. And they didn't realise from last time. Fate gets either bashed or shattered. I think it was a bash. I just saw the UI icon. Fate's getting overwhelmed. Valiant aren't disengaging, and they're also not peeling particularly well for Fate.
Kuki has been going for these boops, I think.
That was weird. Hello. Okay. Well, it looks like my mic is about to die. I thought it was my audio. My audio went super weird as well because my output runs through my microphone as well, so that I can monitor myself. I'm not chewing on it, mate. All right.
Just boop them into the pit. I mean, around the point, they love it, right? Lucio's can go access so many parts of this map and then swoop down, secure these stuns. Bumper needs to be careful, is forced to back out, but he gets out pretty cleanly in all fairness. Bubble given by Somin Su, definitely elongating his lifespan, but Huxel gets one over first. Kuki was a little bit too close to Somin.
Oh my god. I was gonna say it's a nice chase here onto Haxel, but then Slime manages to boop 2 of them. Yeah. Slime gets boops on Kareev and agilities. I don't know why Slime doesn't get the credit for agilities. He must have used his shield bash or something while he was falling and it gives credit to himself. But huge. Huge.
Yeah, and at that point, both attacking for the Valiant were actually still alive. Both Fate and Space trying to put some pressure onto the backline. Bumper just jumps right for Izzyaki, just jumps right on top of him. Loses line of sight of his tank, so you have no healing coming in from that Zen, and you get all those kills picked up. Vancouver doesn't lose any of their supports there towards the end. Bumper will just sit around the corner there, a little bit of a tickle. Fate already taking a lot of damage, and Kareem pushing forward, even after using his bubble, was at about half. Look at him getting knocked back there. Slime almost giving up his life to attempt to knock.
I don't mind this from Valiant though, you know, they're taking position and trying to force people away and seeing if they can get picks. But Titan's peel is so good that they don't give them picks and then they kill them with ults.
How many teams do you see take team fights where Vancouver was fighting right there? You usually see like if the other team
Any ETA on Visa Hell? Genuinely pretty soon.
Vancouver just jumps and they meet them right.
Like, you might see me in a different location when I stream next week. Not necessarily in LA, but you might see me in a different location.
The health pack would be to the right. Like, I mean, look, the more time the Valiant spent fighting on this left side, the less time they're spent trying to actually capture the point. Here's a primal rage from Fate. Now, you'd think the Titans are in a bit of a dangerous spot for that one, but they move up. Graviton surge now from the Valiant just to hold them in place, and primal rage from Bumper. You can see he's getting very aggressive. There's no way Kareem's getting away with that one. Bumper, he might have more work to be doing here. Over the edge, Kuki punishes those.
Kuki boops Twilight and Janu off the edge, and Bumper dies to that. And they're still gonna commit the sound barrier. They're still trying to get kills. Oh my god, there's no way. That's disgusting. Bren's Caravan. I'm not going to Bren's Caravan. I've not bought a house in England either, no. But it will be somewhere in the UK. Slime's a fucking god. It's actually filthy.
For a struggling team right now like the Valiant, this is one of the worst matchups in the league you can have right now is Vancouver steamroll. Going up to the opening to this series. But most of it sold out.
That is fucking filthy. Will you do a shower scene like Poco to celebrate? Jesus Christ. That could be a great parody video. Where is that? What was that? What was the original thing called? Philadelphia 2019. Philadelphia Fusion 2019, obviously, because instead I'm just getting the Philadelphia Sixers. Oh, it was this one, wasn't it? This video has got crazy parody potential, actually. Oh my goodness. This promo video was fantastic, by the way. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking the piss out of this promo video. I fucking loved it. But the parody potential is excellent. Got to find a warehouse that's on fire.
No one dreams of coming in second. Excuses? Lies. Whispered in your ear. By fear. Whispered in your
Oh, I can do some amazing shit with this.
by fear. You don't need to second guess to finish first. You don't need to look back to push forward. We just need to keep moving, keep our heads down and our eyes focused. Because right now, this isn't a dream. This is a wake-up call. So you think you know us? You think you know us? You think you know us? You don't. But you will.
This is the fucking best promo video that the Overwatch League has had. This is a sick video. This is actually so fucking good. But I'm gonna meme it up mega hard. Still not better than Apex? I think that was better than the Apex intros. The Apex intros were good, but they were also kind of cheesy, and you loved them because they were cheesy. That's just straight sick. That's just straight fire, in my opinion. And also the message behind it, because like the Apex finals, they didn't really have a message. You know, it was one team and the other team, and they were like clashed over a bridge, and they were like looking good and stuff like that. But the message behind that one is also pretty fucking sick. It's not as cheesy as the Apex ones, A-State. No way. No way. Apex Season 3 was better, go watch it. Yeah, like Formation says, was Esker in a shower? If Esker was not in a shower, it was not better. Apex Season 3 Finals Intro. Okay.
It's been so long, long hard days. Change my ways, easy ways. But I can't.
It is good. Don't get me wrong, it's sick. I didn't realize this fucking fissure with an umbrella. Hello. What is this? Why won't it play now? Okay, now it'll play. Where is it? Where is it? Well. When someone says this is better than Poco in a shower, come on, this was good, but the Philadelphia one's better. Come on. I can't tweet it, it's too much. It's too much. I don't know how to crop everything, and I'd have to crop this, and I'd have to crop Poco in the shower. Listen, if someone can make just this on its own and put it in my Discord, and this versus Poco in the shower, I will definitely tweet that shit and give you credit, whoever makes it. Valiant's office parody was pretty good as well. But that is just incredible, isn't it? It's on for like 100 milliseconds. But as soon as I watched it, I was like, that is incredible. Apex Season 4 is better? Come on. Fucking Twitch. Come on. I think this is better, yeah. How has nobody memed the shit out of these? How is this just not just the Galaxy Brain GIF that everybody uses? Every team in Overwatch that has a social media account should be using this as their Galaxy Brain GIF, right? Should be using this. The eye into the DNA spiral, into the eye, and then Haxal like that. This... Why isn't everybody using this? There is so much meme potential in these videos. Where is it? It's from like here. Galaxy Brain! Stitch the heartthrob. Wookie out the heartthrob. Gesture. Absolute animal. Gesture's ready to throw hands. The rest of them are just politely stood there. Gesture's actually ready to throw down. This is good. It's hype. It's still not as good as the Philly one. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, hardcore gamer posture. I have a bit of that though. You know, it's difficult to get away from it. That's not Kaiser. Kaiser didn't play on this team. That's not Kaiser, is it? Am I going crazy? Kaiser didn't play in Apex Season 4 with this team. Where is he? Oh, there he is! He was a sub that just never got playtime. Or he was just on the bench the entire time. But bless his little heart. There's absolute... God, Bumper's got a raucous butt, hasn't he? Maybe that's the source of his power. Okay. Anyway, where were we? Just yep, just looking at what how Mr. Obama said. Gotta be careful. Got to be careful.
No. I also cop OW, but yeah. Let's get out of the gates here with the Valiant.
Okay. Right. We're back on track. But basically, what have we learned? We've learned that oh my god. Jake, you're a bloody genius. Alright, I'm tweeting this shit. Tweeting this shit. Jake, what's your Twitter? Who is Jake that put the stuff in my Discord? Fuck's sake. At Jake PMA? Is it actually? Look at this. Look how good that is. So good. Okay. Okay, we're tweeting this shit. At Jake _ PMA. Okay. Okay. Rewatching Fusion's intro to this season might be the best all time. Then I watched Apex Season 3 intro and Fisher is using fucking hell. Oh yeah, mate. Actually, that's gonna annoy Fisher so much. Okay, I've just tweeted it. That is so funny, man. It looks so funny. Oh man. Whew. Put Poco on top, you meme noob. What, so it looks like Poco's dripping on top of... That would have been better, wouldn't it? Listen, I'm only working with the memes that I'm provided. Oh shit, I forgot to tag fucking Jake in it. Okay, don't worry. I've tagged the boy now. I've tagged him now. Fuck, that's funny. Okay. Tag Poco and Fisher. Okay, wait there. All right. Fucking hell. It's like you guys are my social media managers. Could you get off my fucking case, please? Chad Poco versus I'm not gonna call Fisher I'm not gonna tag Fisher as Virgin Fisher. I'm gonna tag him as Responsible Fisher. What's his fucking thing? What is Fisher's fucking name on Twitter? Fisher OW? What the fuck is it? Fisher deleted his Twitter? Okay, well, fair enough then. We're gonna call him Virgin Virgin Fisher. If it's the meme, I just didn't want to be like BM right to his face, you know? That's fantastic. Oh my god. What is this? Dividing by zero just made the GIF. Oh my word, that's so good. Oh my god, save video. Save video. Galaxy Brain. Save it in the Overwatch folder. Holy fuck, that's so incredible. Wait, but that says an MP4. How do I save it as a GIF? Oh, it's not an MP4. When you put a GIF on Twitter, it becomes an MP4. Oh my word. Look at this. I'm trying to show you without fucking leaking all of my stuff. Ah, god damn it. Okay, here we go. Look, there you go. Wait, what? And then it loops, except I've got a fucking VLC playlist set up so it doesn't loop. God damn it, VLC, please. Stop. And now I've lost my place. Oh, I've just added galaxybrain.mp4 to the thing fucking 7 times. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing, man? Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay. I fucked it. Anyway, I fucked it. I don't know what's going on. Okay. That is fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. Okay. Right, where was I? Let's do a VOD review. How do I get so distracted? How do we end? I try and do VOD review streams, guys. I try. But it's not possible. Look at fucking Izzyaki. It looks like he's melting. This is what happens, guys, when you don't use an umbrella in the rain. You melt like Izzyaki. Memes are better than VOD reviews. Yeah. I'm so easily distracted. I'm not even halfway through. Alright. Both teams running Rangos.
Let's get out of the gates here with the Valiant. They're playing that Reinhardt-based composition, so obviously that means that Fate again goes head-to-head with Bumper. Nose to the grindstone. If I've ever found a better time to use that term, we know what the Titans have done on this map prior.
You know, on Nepal, I don't know if we'll see it as much here on King's Row, but
Trying to generate some charge, see if they can bait Bumper into going aggressive.
like using like the speed boost almost from behind and then pushing Fate into them. It's pretty sweet stuff.
Expect more of the same. I know that Slime likes to descend from the heights. See if Fate took a Discord orb there. He's still wearing it. So he doesn't really want to keep his shield down for too long. You can't just take poke damage when it could have essentially be his demise without him realizing it. Look at the pressure.
Yes.
He's just not giving any room to breathe now. Like Bumper just gets to walk up. Go for the kill, Fate's down. Huxell's also traded out. Transcendence already. Big credit to Izzyaki for generating that so quickly, but the reality is Twilight wasn't that far behind, and the Valiant were the ones without their main.
What is this trance? What are they trying to achieve with it? Do they actually try and go aggressive and turn this fight? Or is it to try and save Fate? It's to try and save Fate, isn't it? It's the same problems over and over and over from Valiant. They use their trance at they use their support ults at the worst times. It always happens like this. They use their trance when it's too late and they've already lost the fight. And they can't go aggro with it because they use it just... They don't use it to go aggressive when they have a window of opportunity. Not that they did have a window of opportunity to use it aggressive, but if you're going to use it to save someone, I mean, for fuck's sake, you have to use it to save someone. Well, you can just let him die, because then at least you have the trance for the next fight, where you're fighting against a Grav. Or you can use the trance to save him, and try and trade transcendences, and then it becomes a sticky situation where both teams have Grav, and it's just kind of a race to the Grav, and they're already in a bit of a hole anyway. So, anything basically is better than what Izzyaki did. Izzyaki just made a mistake. But the reason that I'm so bothered by it is that Valiant always do this. I don't even think they used Boop Shatter there. I think Fate jumped. Oh no, the bubble was just too late. I saw the bubble and I was like, he can't have been booped, he got bubbled, but the bubble was early. Sorry, the bubble was late from Kariv. He spots Slime too late. It only finds Kariv though, and Agilities is there with the bash, so it's not too bad. They trade. Bomb goes out. They should have been able to get a lot of damage on Sumitsu. They do. Kariv uses his personal to be able to save his Yaki there as well. So that's pretty nicely played by Valiant. That is a really sick fight. It's nicely played by both teams as well. You have to play really well to be able to beat the Titans. So like a couple of things happen here. So let's try and run through the fight. Because you're right, it's a cool one. So Fate is about to get booped. Kariv notices, so puts a bubble, but it's too late. So the shatter comes down anyway. The bumper takes a bubble so that he can go aggressive and can't get counter shattered if Fate had it available and stuff like that. But they managed to burst the bubble on bumper, and then they shield bash him, and then they whip shot him back as well. So nice peel from Agilities, really heads up play from him. I think Kuki probably tries to get a boop off there as well. So they've been able to peel for Kariv. Summon Su goes super aggro and uses the Grav. Now Valiant don't really have anything to defend against it, but because they weren't able to find the pick onto Fate, they can't really do that much damage in it either. Bumper goes for a charge, but because he's then gets stuck in his own Grav that Kariv uses, he goes down. Summon Su dies as well because he's been forced to use his personal just to get that aggressive to use the Grav in the first place. The bomb gets deployed from space to stop any follow-up that can peel for Summon Su. So that forces Haxal and fucking Summon Su to dive inside there instead to try and avoid the bomb. Summon Su gets his personal off, but is able to actually get picked by Kariv. The bomb is up from Janu, and if it lands like right in front, he thinks this is a good opportunity to be able to turn the fight around. Really nice self-destruct at the end of the fight. But Kariv... Oh no. Oh, I thought Kariv used his personal here to block it from Izzyaki as well. But I don't think he does. I think it just misses slightly from Janu. So that could have been an unreal play from Janu. Does Kariv not even have the bubble available? See if we can track bubble usage. Maybe he does and it just gets blasted. So bubble just finished there, so he's got it in like, what, 6 seconds or something. I think he does have personal bubble available at this point. So, I think he used it. I just can't see in the VOD. Is it 10 seconds on personal? Maybe he doesn't have it then. I know I can look at the timer. I forgot the fucking thing. I forgot the cooldown. Oh, projected is 8 and personal is 10. Okay, so no, he doesn't have it available. So, yeah. Just missed. Unfortunate from Janu. Otherwise, he probably could have clutched that.
Vancouver's not giving this. They want to fight it. They do not want to give this
For some reason, I thought Personal was had a shorter cooldown. Big derp from me.
To throw up the barrier despite the fact that he was swinging for the fence moments prior. But Agilities has gone down. That war of attrition now starting to go against the Los Angeles Valiant. Is the Arc the only man to get a kill? Kareem finds one now.
Really nice retake. Summonsue with another grab as well.
Pushing forward and Huxel always leading from the front. And the Valiant dejected back to spawn. Tails between the
Check Pav. It's alright. I already know what the timings were. He didn't have 10 seconds.
were like, you play in a game and
He had 8.
they're on the point. You don't think they're going to come out, and everyone's kind of like happy. Like you just see everybody's faces, for the Valiant on the stage. It's just like, man, like we are that close to taking it. 94%. Now we only got a minute to go, and look at this. Vancouver pushing them back. Rallies from both sides. Summonsue completely charged up. More than happy just to stand out and take a bit of damage. Note the rally armor on Summonsue makes him a 500 HP character. Pretty filthy. Here comes a
Self-destruct engage. They use the bubble on Fate. Haxel runs into them.
Summonsue makes him a 500 HP character. Pretty filthy. Here comes a self-destruct to the back. Pretty filthy. Here comes a self-destruct to the back. This is change positioning. Puppers forced to back up, but Huxel was able to.
Why does no one try and kill Haxel? Am I missing something here? Fate goes forwards.
Here comes a self-destruct.
Haxel tries to get a bash on him, but Fate's got the bubble anyway. Kuki boops him into the rest of the team. That should be an insta-pick.
This is change positioning. Puppers forced to back up, but Huxel was able to
But he barely gets hurt.
shield himself, even if he'll split off with the rest of his team. Space goes down first, and Twilight's holding on to the Transcendence. He can use it if he
Just really bad communication.
feels it's necessary, but he gets shattered.
Nice shatter though from Fate.
The Transcendence, but it's a sound barrier anyway to come out. That means he's kept in the fight long enough.
Grav, bomb. Haxel trying to get the bash, but nice backing away.
The Valiant back, but Fate still wants more.
Projected doesn't get much value from Kariv, but okay.
Now, Summonsue for just a second dips his toe on there.
Grav.
And Huxel caught up inside.
Haxel's gonna die.
Summonsue,
A nice focus from Summonsue.
Fate is down. Johnny loses his
And they take the point.
lead. The Valiant get across the line. Seconds remaining on their attack. And now continue to
They were scared of Bumper's shatter.
I'm able to jump on and Haxel will
Yeah.
come out. Janu as well, like did a great job of burning the clock, right? But and now as we go through this second stage of the map, this is where like the chokes get much smaller, right? Where I feel like the aggression can pay off a little bit more for Vancouver. When it's that wide open and there's a lot of areas.
I definitely think the best teams there though, like the top teams, that like for example if this was Titans, they would just have Fate take a more aggressive position while they focused Haxel down.
This will be the toughest part. Viper gets
You know, and then Fate is there to be able to stop the shatter coming through,
on the earth shot that he laid down. Agility's missing. Transcendence
and you can
now and
kill Haxel whilst peeling for Fate.
now Kuki knocked to the floor. Fire strike didn't find him, but Bumper just skipping through, swinging the hammer as he goes.
What am I eating?
Fair as you like.
Cream bourbons.
Minute 40 is on the clock.
Biscuits.
They are going to get spawn camped. I think the Valiant right now, you come out of spawn, you
It is an ASMR VOD review. Yeah.
straight out of the San Francisco shot playbook, by the way.
Vancouver is overrated. Atlanta would be ahead if they didn't lose to Philly. We found one, guys. We found one.
Sitting up on the high ground as Bumper, no fear, just chargers down. Look at this. It's almost like we were back on point A, right? They kind of got all the way back as Korea's going to have to try and
Literally not engaging with that argument at all.
follow-up's got to be there. They may not know it.
Atlanta fans are making such a bad reputation for themselves so early on in the season.
Call is on that because the Vancouver Titans don't have a ton to work with currently. This would be a good time to strike while the iron is hot. Kareem sends a graviton into the corner. Bumper is caught up with that one, and the defense matrix from
Nice grab.
keep him alive. They'll have to back out
They've only got a minute left though, and Titan's about to get their ults up, and they're going to be able to fight
all the way back.
on point 2.
Sort of stagger here if they want to
Oh, ooh, ooh.
this on point B.
Nice play from Valiant.
Speed boost as well. They're going to use
They got a shatter on Somin-Su, and Twilight was forced to use Trance.
Transcendence in. Oh, yeah.
Wow, wow.
With that. This is ordinarily where the attacking team should start snowballing a little bit.
Really nice.
That can kind of
Really nice chasing from Valiant.
rule. It would be the
Okay, Bumper is gonna clutch here. He's trying to put pressure on Fate to push people away to go for the shatter. Sound barrier to see if they can get value. Fate's slightly out of position, but just by a fraction, so it only catches agilities. Attempt at a clutch, but it looks like Valiant are really putting a lot of focus on not letting Bumper win these fights on his own with these crazy shatters that he does. Nice, pretty structured from Valiant. I thought this game would be a bit more of a roll. I don't think Valiant are playing that badly. I was led to believe that this was a bit of a fucking roll.
May have been a little bit early because the Titans could have just sat on the other side of the cart and just kind of waited it. They used their sound barrier maybe a few seconds after that, but the Valiant, like, they are having to work so hard to just get to the final part of this point as more aggression comes out.
Yeah, Atlanta does seem much more consistent. That's what I like about Atlanta, is that they haven't really shown inconsistency yet, which I thought they would. So, they seem pretty solid. And they're making steady improvement as well. Slightly late with the transfer from Izayaki, but it was pretty well timed, honestly. Not Izayaki's fault. Hey Wolf, what's your question? Is your question why I called you out for looking like an older Matt Mr. X? Like a genius that they dragged in off the streets? Or did you not catch that part where I was roasting you? Yeah. This game's POVs are up on the spreadsheet. Sweet, sweet. I might take a look at them. F for Wolf. Is he just gone? Did I just roast him out of my chat? I didn't realize I had that power. Title: Atlanta is not an our level team, as fanboy triggering as it might be. Oh my god. Don't. That's like, you can't bait the Atlanta fans like that. Why do you think Spark are going to be Defiant? I mean, they definitely could, but they seem too inconsistent. Mate, I did those predictions before I'd seen any of the games for this week, because Jonathan was badgering me and I'd missed all of the games. So I just randomly had to give him a fucking list. When I do predictions myself, I wait until the day of and I've seen all of the games and I've seen where the meta's developing and I've seen, like, I've done more research into everything. I don't have a fucking clue. I think that Spark look like they're on an upwards trajectory and they seem to have gotten rid of a few of the nerves that they were having and they look better with Gushue in the lineup. Don't really... I might even, on Winston's lab, predict Defiant. I'm not sure. Oh, I missed your question. Yeah, what was your question? In your recent tweet about the Apex Season 3 intro, were you saying it's better or worse than the Fusion intro? It's worse than the Fusion intro. The Fusion is potentially the greatest Overwatch hype vid of that Overwatch has seen. The Apex intros are fucking sick, but Fusion's got him beat with that one. And also, I just thought it was really funny that it's got a shot of Fisher with the umbrella. My chat is kind of split, honestly. Some of my chat think that the Apex season intro, or the Apex Finals intros, are like God's gift, and I agree they're pretty fucking good. What the fuck? Deleting my second tweet? What? What did you tweet? What did you tweet? Wolf disliked this tweet. Wait, are you saying Fissure with an umbrella is better? I think I misread your tweet. Your tweet is correct. Okay, I mean, I need to retweet that quickly. I'm not saying that, but my tweet is correct. If you retweet... Oh, this tweet is unavailable. You deleted it already. Little prick. Fuck! I was too slow. I was too slow, chat. God damn it. I was too slow. I wanted it always to be there. The proof of Wolf saying your tweet is correct. I mean, Fisher with an umbrella looks so funny, and the fact that Poco is like in the shower at the same time just sets up that Chad versus Virgin meme so well. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? How you doing?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, hello?
Hello?
Let me go into the light.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello? You've said hello like fucking 90
Hello?
times now. This is Bren, not
Hey, how's it
not
going?
Matt. It's going alright.
Hey, how's it going? It's me, Bren.
It is.
And also Wolf. Wolf's here.
Hello?
I just want to tell you that you're wrong, and the
I'm not
Apex
wrong.
Season 3 intro is the greatest Overwatch intro of all time. There is no exceptions, sorry.
Apex Season 4 intro was better than Apex Season 3 intro.
No, the 3 one was better. The 4th one was more visually pleasing, had better aesthetics, but the 3rd one's music was better. It was more
Yes.
hype for the time.
The music was better, definitely. And yeah, it was pretty hype. But the visuals of the Apex Season 4 video are sick. They're on opposite rooftops staring at each other. The Apex Season 3 one, it's like they let them loose on a bridge and didn't give them any direction. They were just like, flee, and they run around like on a bridge.
No, the whole point of the second one is about how fucking popular the players are, how, like, you know, how hype it was. You could see, when you watch the Season 3 intro, by the way, those screams in the background are not actually part of the video. It's actually just the background sounds from the recording of that video from the final slide. That's how many fans
yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
I know, yeah.
Third one highlight. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'll leave you to your, you know, analysis, quote unquote, of Vancouver Titans destroying the Valiant. So that's all I had to say. Yeah, bye.
Are you at Mr. Furley's?
Yeah.
Have you been at Mr. Furley's every day of the week so far?
No.
Okay. Which day did you take off?
What?
Which day have you not been at Mr. Furley's drinking?
I don't know. See ya. Bye.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Get me to LA. Jesus Christ. Bren wasn't even drunk, I don't think. I just know what Bren and Wolf are like. They'll just stay at bars all day. And I wish I was there with them. Me and Bren were spending like $700 a month on bar tabs last year at some point in the year, which is I don't know how as well. Explain your fucking title now, idiot. Now, idiot. I'll explain my title by saying this. I think Atlanta are a top 5 team, and my mods are trolling me. What happens to Fate here? Oh, he gets bashed. Wait, how does he get... What a weird fight this is.
Constantly tried to set these shatters up with Slime as you see him up on the high ground, trying to land a big boop here on a Fate, knock him out of the way. Slime in position there.
I was so confused as to why Slime was over here, but he just slides downwards. I think something that people need to do against Titans is a similar thing to what they do against Paris, where they put a lot of pressure on Slime. You can't allow him just to sit on these high grounds all the time because he's such a power player. People aren't focusing the Lucios enough.
So badly, that was the fight they had to win with 3 seconds left in the round. They're not getting anywhere near this payload.
Yeah, $700 each. Wasn't good. Anyway, love you. Season 3 Apex is better than Season 4 Apex, is better than Season 2 Apex, is better than the Fusion intro, is better than That's How We Do It in Philly, is better than Sideshow Overwatch pick. Those are my power rankings. Enjoy the stream. Goodbye. I've never been roasted so hard in my life. Here's the proper power rankings. Fusion intro, Sideshow Overwatch, Apex Season 4, Apex Season 3, Apex Season 2, and then how we do it in Philly is not even included.
Wrecked. Fate trying to keep himself up towards the end.
I think
Just not able to do so. Went to go put the shield up.
I think any team can do it. It's just about playing at the same kind of tempo as Vancouver Titans. Vancouver do everything so fast that if you're trying to react to what they're doing, you have to play even faster, and that's very difficult for most teams.
Mistakes and different calculations. And if you don't have a main tank who's really vocal and decisive, it can cause a lot of indecision.
Atlanta fan here. Why are you guys all underrating the best team in the league? Can't even tell whether it's satire or real anymore. You know what I mean? Because my title is just bait for the Atlanta fans, because my mods think it's funny, it's now impossible to tell apart the real Atlanta fans from the satire.
That ain't it, as the chief might say. Need to be on the same page. So far, the Titans are just going to move up to the statue and trade some pokes. Somin Su definitely wants to get a bit more charge before we see a full commitment from the Titans. He's struggling on 12 charge. Let's see how that works. The Valiant want to take the fight early, but Kuki gets caught out, surrounded by the Titans. Bumper just getting shoved backwards here. It's like dodgem cars between these two.
I think you could make a reasonable argument that Atlanta are the third best team in the league at the moment, though.
Decent timing considering the
I personally would put the Shock above them, but I think you could make a reasonable argument that they're higher. I don't think we've seen enough from Atlanta yet, whereas Shock have played against some pretty good teams.
what we need to see him in this match.
Fat from Fate. I think Fate's fucking good,
Now we actually see the opposite side of the coin. Fate's able to get more aggressive, swing forward.
but the teamwork on Valiant is all over the place. But having said that, it actually hasn't been all over the place this match. Valiant seemed to play up to their opponents. Valiant played NYXL really close, and so far on King's Row, it's actually been pretty good from Valiant.
Ultimate percentage that he'd accrued prior, but it probably wasn't that great considering the Titans were kept at bay.
Bubble goes in.
The grab on though, as soon as the Titans try and make the move, the trap is
Grav, pin, bumper weak. But Fate is going to get isolated if he stays that far forward. Okay, he's back. Space gets a boop on bumper as well.
Twilight here.
Izzyaki. Oh, another fat shatter. They invest the sound barrier in it, but they're still able to burst down Somin Su. If they play around Kariv, this should be a fight win. Oh, wow, Izzyaki gets sniped. Wait, who is that in their fucking backline? Twilight. Twilight ran into their backline and won a 1v1 against Izzyaki. What? Wait, how does that happen? Oh, because he's positioned in a hotel the entire time.
Keep them alive. Bumper forced to a deal. He's another big shatter. Rack up two for Fate.
Izzyaki's just getting shot at from behind and doesn't even realise where he is.
Sound barrier.
Look, there's Izzyaki, dying. And Twilight's on the point. Fuck me.
Here, the
Just weird clutches coming out from Titans. But Valiant are still playing pretty well.
just not good enough as Twilight's actually on the flank. They
Like, who the fuck expects that shit? And then they're so fast to reconnect with him. Valiant can't even kill Twilight before Titans are there to peel. How? How can they not kill Twilight in time?
everybody up. It's just not good enough as Twilight's actually on the flank. They may be able to make something out.
Fuck me.
This will be classic.
Mental.
They're going to use Rally here as well. As they have that spawn advantage. Force them back. They have less far to walk to return to the point.
What is this? Poco and Fisher? That might be the best wallpaper I've ever had. Oh my word. It's so good. That's so fucking good. Oh my god. Who made this? Who fucking made this? How do I get this to auto hide? Tell me that isn't the greatest desktop background you've ever seen. Can one of you guys print screen it? So good. So good. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, no. Ah! Leaking. That is so good. That is actually fucking incredible. Holy fuck. Okay, let's continue with this.
And look how low Kareev is right now. No huge burst healing available. Julius gets back to the rest of his team. And the repair pack has a fairly high cooldown, so it's not always available. He's the
Okay, anyway, what were we doing here? Alright, yeah. So, Vancouver Titans are about to cap, they're going to recontest. They boop Fate out the way. Push comes in. Projected barrier went on agilities instead of Fate. Grabs out. Trance is there as well. Use a sound barrier, but they have to back off. Great fucking play. Oh my god, they're so fast, they're so clean, they're actually sick. They're actually so sick. Fate gets bashed by a Haxel. Whip shot back into the fight. And Bumper lands a great shatter onto 3 of their players. Bomb into the back, and then Fate just gets booped. Oh, Vancouver Titans. This might be the best team we've ever seen in Overwatch. Just in terms of like actual teamwork. They might be at a fucking peak right now.
so many teams, it's almost like the Titans played less disciplined as far as the eye is concerned.
You know what that looks like? That looks like a
Oh, it was a charge, it wasn't even a boop. Oh my god.
Alright, Graviton surge now. Kareev says, we have enough charge for this. I don't want to fight right now, but the transcends from Izzyaki kind of is the starter's pistol for the Valiant. They have to try and make something out of this fight. Bumper pushing forward. I mean, he'll have another shatter in no time. Look at how quickly that ultimate percentage.
Just get overwhelmed completely. How does this go so bad? I mean, it's just a result of getting caught in a grab, isn't it?
We're big fans. Check your emails when you get chance.
Thanks, Sneak Energy. I certainly will. Guys, I think that's a sponsor trying to buy my forehead. Okay, Faye gets a bubble used, but it's he gets stuck in a grab. Use the trance. But instead of disengaging, they try and get value out of the trance. It doesn't work. Now they get rallied into, and they have to run the fuck away. And with this rally, because they were so far forwards because of the trance, their spacing isn't quite accurate, so they have to run off. Bren told me I should just get Twitch Prime in a temporary tattoo on my forehead, so that I have to go around everywhere in life, like everywhere in the rest of the stuff that I do, like when I go to the shops, when I'm eating with my family, when I pick my little brother up from school. I have to go around with Twitch Prime tattooed on my head. But he said, think of the subs, you'll get so many subs. That I would have done it as well, except I don't know where to find like a custom temporary tattoo. Their chemistry is on another fucking level, isn't it? There you go, Twitch Prime. Even just mentioning Twitch Prime gets you money. It's mad. Being a streamer recently is genuinely strange. Never used to be like that before the days of Twitch Prime. No, it's not actually magic. Thank you, Cramp, for the Twitch Prime sub. It is magic, dude. It's magic. Fucking hell. Oh man, that's so fucking funny. General Crimson, thank you. Leodon 1 Asclepios. Oh, Asclepius. Oh, Asclepios for 2 months, thank you. Mr. Tau, Hal Plays, Hargrim 2, Tolly Jr. Oh my word. Okay, now we're gonna have to wait for all the sub songs to stop. So, I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm easily suggestible, apparently so. These are all Atlanta fans subbing because they're mad at the Fran. Why would they be mad at the Fran? Inkbox does temporary tattoos if you want to put that on your forehead. Oh my god. Imagine subbing to Sideshow, says one of my subs. Fucking hell. Alright. I still work on the Overwatch League, yes, Chaotix. My current stream title, Vancouver is better than NYXL, is way better than Atlanta. You guys are such trolls. Alright. I think that's the last one, right? Tolly Jr.? Someone asked me today as well. The real Jackie Chan. I'm pretty sure that's the real Jackie Chan. I've seen him stream before. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, Jackie. Child of a few hours. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Tyler, Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. I really need to reduce this outrageously long sub sound that I have. It's crazy. The Fusion intro? The Fusion intro to this season is so good. If you just Google Fusion 2019 on, search it on YouTube, you'll find it. It's not that long, keep it. Okay. So somebody asked me today, so like I had an email earlier today that said, do you have a high-res version of the Sideshow Champ emote? So I won't tell you what it's for, but I'll tell you that there are plans for somebody, some company somewhere, to use the Sideshow Champ emote. Oh, also, because I was adding new emotes, you have to Google Philadelphia Fusion 2019. Because I added a load of new emotes, I was thinking, the prefix Sideshow before all of my fucking emotes is too long, isn't it? It's dumb to type out Sideshow Overwatch every time you want. Well, actually, no, that's the only emote that makes sense with Sideshow at the beginning. But like Sideshow Champ is just stupid, right? And like Sideshow, yeah, but the problem is, side doesn't work because it's already been used. So I can't have like side champ, side box, side dumb or anything like that. But if I use SS, that isn't good. I could use S-Show. S-Show I was thinking about. SS champ? No, I'm not doing SS. SS champ is just fucking hell. That's outrageously monkeress. CISO? Nah, CISO's poop. I think S-Show is probably the best one. The other thing I was thinking of doing is just... But also Show has already been used. In fact, I think the person that has Show is Showstopper. The fucking TF2 guy. So I don't think I can use Show either. S-Show is shit show though, isn't it? But that is what this stream really is. A shit show. So I wouldn't be bothered about making it S-Show. I was thinking of making it sides. The other thing that I could do is make it like side sh, and then have O and side sh. I could make each one into like a bit of a word, you know? So it was like sideshow, side shoned, side I don't know. There really aren't that many places you can go with that. Don't know. I need ideas though. SW? SW is pretty good actually. SW is not bad. If I could get a prefix SW, that would condense a lot of the emotes a lot, wouldn't it? I got a sub. Do I sub to you or to Fran? Sub to the Fran, dude. Yeah. Anyway. Show. SHW. That could be okay as well.
So the Titans, there's no reason for them not to push.
SHW, that's pretty good, yeah.
See Bumper just pushing forward that Earth Shatter. Over the Graviton Surge now.
All for the best. I linked my Twitch to Amazon just to do a Twitch Prime for me. You did that just for me? Oh my god. Thank you so much, Eden. I don't know how I'll ever repay you.
From the Valiant, but self-destruct. There it is, perfect.
Shit smell? Why would I possibly make the prefix to all of my emotes shit smell?
Great Earth Shatter to set that one up in space with 4.
Okay, what happens here?
Surge now.
Just a grav bomb? Yes, grav bomb.
That's what Fate had to do. Great Earth Shatter to set that one up in space with 4. That's already self-destruct.
Oh, play all for the best from Godspell? Is this the thing that you DM'd me with? Alright, what's this? What is Godspell?
Come on. When you feel
Is this a Disney movie? Are we about to get into Disney songs? Is Godspell a Disney movie? Godspell is a musical composed by Stephen Schwartz. It's a Broadway. I'm very suspicious already, Eden. The only reason I'm doing this is because you're not some random person in my chat. But if you misuse your clout to give me a bad song, there'll be hell to pay.
sad or under a curse, your life
Wait. Let's watch it together, chat, and we can decide whether or not we ban Eden afterwards.
Come on. When you feel sad or under a curse, your life is bad. Your prospects are worse. Your wife is sighing, crying, and your olive tree is dying. Temples are gray.
Hey, with my olive tree is dying.
Predators weighing your purse. Your mood
This reminds me why I dislike musicals.
are both a deep blue. You bet that
The acting is normally terrible,
had nothing on you.
and it requires such an outrageous suspension of disbelief.
That when you get to
He said wait for the duet, so the duet might be a banger.
yes, it's all for the best.
Some men are born liberties, doing what they please, richer than the bees are in honey. Never growing old, never feeling cold, pulling pots of gold.
This is much better.
The best in every town, best in shaking down, best in making mountains of money. They can't take it with them, but what do they care? They get the center of the meat, pushing down the street, house on the street where it's sunny. Summer's at the sea, which is warm and free, all of this and we get the rest. But who is the land for, the sun and the sand for? You guessed, it's all for the best.
Still haven't got to the duet. I'm willing to give it a bit of time. That verse bought me time.
Thanks.
Jesus Christ, how'd he do that? He's a magician. He's not a magician. Fuck me. Man with an afro's outrageous.
Your prospects are worse. Your wife is sighing and crying. Your olive tree is dying. Tabulate into the decay while creditors weighing your purse or moving your road. I'm both the deep blue, yes sir. You'd bet that Jones had nothing on you.
It's pretty good.
That when you get to heaven, you'll be blessed. Yes, it's all for the best.
It's pretty good. I feel like I'm Bob Ross, and we nearly ruined the entire stream, and suddenly it was saved.
Can you take the speck of sawdust out of your brother's eye when all the time this is great plank and you run?
You hypocrite! First you take the plank out of your own eye so you can see clearly to take the speck of sawdust out of your brother's.
Wait a minute, that's no answer to the question.
Then I promise you an answer to the question.
Does anyone understand what the hell just went on there? What was the middle part of that? Nani? Henry Plainview, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Okay. Overall, pretty good. Doesn't require a ban, in my opinion. I wouldn't say it's a banger, but I'd say it was pretty good. It does remind me quite a lot of the really good songs from fucking Bugsy Malone. Bugsy Malone has some bangers, not Disney bangers. Nothing that I'm going to include in the playlist or review, but Bugsy Malone's got some fucking stellar tunes. Yes, the lyrics are relatively deep, yeah. Well, I mean, just from first glance, they don't seem to be a total trifle, despite the fact that the tune would indicate so. But I'm sure you've looked into them more than I have just on the cursory listening. I was promised a ban. Okay, right, wait there. I'm gonna mod him first. Mod Eden Isaac Foley. Okay, there we go. Eden is now modded, and now we ban Eden Isaac Foley. There we go. Modded and banned. So a GG in the chat. If any of the rest of you would like to risk being banned from my chat, then you are quite welcome. Poco just replied with question mark, question mark. Poco just replied with question mark. That's so funny. Okay. Grab, bomb combo. Oop. Bye-bye. He got bashed and booped. So honestly, I think Valiant have played this map pretty well. It's just that Titans are way better than they are. Titans have far more clutch potential, and they're a little bit better at being able to execute on each fight. So they win every fight they're supposed to win, but they also win some of the ones they're not supposed to win as well. Wait, surely they win this. Yeah. Alright, let's watch this halftime. Why are the Valiant so bad? I don't think the Valiant have been bad in this game so far. I think the Valiant have had some big issues. Maybe I'll go into them later on. But, yeah, Titans are outrageous. Bren's dying. Zoe, I think Zoe's favourite phrase that she can get away with, even on Disney, is wearing people like socks. And it's like, when you think about it, she really means, she's like, you're like dominating someone so much, you're putting your foot like in their asshole and wearing them like a sock.
I'm shocked. I didn't expect it to be that one-sided. Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about clothes. Painful, honestly. First round, they rolled all over Valiant. In fact, they were wearing them like socks. I'm shocked. I didn't expect it to be that one-sided.
And Bren and Puckett lose it because it doesn't sound too bad, but as soon as you realise what it is.
Yeah.
I'm talking about clothing.
They were getting worn. Brad, can you show us some detailed breakdowns of who's wearing who?
It's such a PG way to be so violent, and she says it all the time, and she gets away with it all the time.
The site is powered by Intel. Apologies for cutting you off there, Puckett. It's all about what Vancouver do well, and that is all about the disengages. As we play this out, you can see these guys, they're going to be meeting in the middle. The first thing I want you to look at, Bumper gets very low. This means he has to disengage away from them right now. He's got to go away with the rest of his team, try and stay alive.
New York versus Titans is probably going to happen in the stage playoffs.
Titans, they disengage away, but Valiant, they want to jump straight on that. They're trying to take advantage of this. They're trying to get a pick, and they do get a pick onto Haxel. But Vancouver Titans, they recognize how they're going to win this fight. They spread out equally, and then they capitalize back off that. And this is something that Vancouver Titans do very well, and that is punishing teams and forcing them to make mistakes. So they knew the Valiant were going to be going into them. They knew that the only way they were going to win was by playing spread out. And this is something that they do time and time and time and time again. And Vancouver Titans are so good at it. They knew the Valiant something that and then
oh no,
how they're going to win this fight. They spread out equally.
If you are playing against the Titans, you need to do what like Massa did against Cruz and just boob slime away in moments like this. Kooky needs to go and just boob slime. Get him out of there. Fuck off.
And then they capitalize.
You can't really afford to put too much damage on him because he's hiding around the corner, but Kooky can tell him to shove off.
Back off that, and this is something that Vancouver Titans do very well, and that is punishing teams
slime
and
clutch.
Forcing them to make mistakes. So they knew the Valiant were going to be going into them. They knew that the only way they were going to win was by playing spread out, and this is...
Your channel is shit. Get good. Well, shut it down, boys. Shut it down. Sorry, you'll all have to leave. You'll all have to leave. I'm sorry.
Something that they do time and time and time and time again, and Vancouver Titans are so going back again when they really anyway. It's beautiful to watch.
You don't want to play them on any map that you can get knocked off of, is what I took away from that clip. You saw Bumper knocking people off. Slime was in the feed as well, and in fact, that's
I enjoyed my stay. It was a good run.
We're focusing on the Lucios here today. Why did we want to highlight Slime? What is he showing us here in the first half?
I mean, he's showing us the cleanest Lucio play I have seen in a long time. He basically just didn't die whatsoever. He got probably some of the most kills in there. He had an insane amount of hero damage, had fantastic sound barriers, and just overall got so much done for his team. It was actually insane to watch.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, Zoe. When you see these big Earth Shatters, these big self-destruct kills coming off for these teams, it's always the Lucios that are setting up, and they're the unsung heroes when it comes to these compositions. Slime is paramount for Vancouver Titans' success. He is really, and again, look at that. Again, the boob's coming out from him. Fate's gone. He's in the drink. I don't think there's any water down there, but there might be.
It's a little warm down there. I think it's molten lava, but we'll talk about that later. For now, let's take a look.
Comprehensively outplaying Kooky.
Look at the numbers. If you're looking purely at the hero damage, 3K more. Not too bad there from Slime going up against Kooky.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's good for the Valiant that the second map looked a little bit
lava.
I dare say a bit more competitive. Yeah, they managed to actually hold it for a bit, because before that second round, that stat card looked a lot different. Yeah, so I'm glad they could bring it back a little bit, but overall, Slime definitely has been leading the board.
One of the ongoing issues
Thanks for the 100 bits.
for the Valiant is swapping in players.
Yes, I
Is
mean,
Custer going to come in for the second half? Is Kuki going to be in there for the second half?
it seems likely to me that there is some reason in terms of the calling that Custer isn't there. Probably that Fate and Custer have different ways on how the team should work in GOATs.
Backstage, we were saying it doesn't matter. The question is, Brent, is this a 4-0? Will Vancouver clean sweep the Valiant tonight?
No question.
No question. Valiant fans, you going to take that from Brent?
Probably not.
Looks like it. We'll find out how this one plays out in the second half. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty more Overwatch League when we return.
Custer banged Kariv's Nan out? Wow, did not know that. Custer committed assault on Kariv's grandmother? That's crazy. Wow, I didn't realize there was such internal drama within the Valiant.
These losses to heart, they take them very seriously, and obviously this is maybe not.
All right.
We're definitely going to win, but you want to show a bit more of their
So,
here, especially with the constant revolving door.
Valiant gonna scout.
Alright, let's see.
They see the Winston. Oh my word.
Reaper. Now we have seen a couple teams try and make this work. Oh no, the attacking Reaper, sort of like go outside. You know my thoughts on.
Wait there.
Ooh, okay, Reaper. Now we have seen a couple teams try and make this work. Oh no,
You hear Matt there, where he says, "Oh no," exactly how I feel.
we have seen a couple teams try and make this work. Oh no, the attacking Reaper, sort of like.
Mitch is still trying to keep it so positive, and Matt just goes, "Oh no."
Oh no, the attacking Reaper, sort of like go outside.
Wait, Matt is still talking about it. I want to keep listening to Matt.
You know my thoughts on the Reaper pick. You didn't lie. You know my thoughts on. Couple teams try and make this work. Oh no.
So Matt says, "Oh no."
Sort of like go outside. You know my thoughts on. You know my thoughts on the Reaper pick.
You know my thoughts on the Reaper pick.
Yeah, it was a spark. To be fair, I think the team that we casted them going against, they were actually running a Rhine on defense, and they decided to run Reaper. We'll see if it works out better here going up against Titans and Bumper.
Okay. Whew. Bumper's already got the 70%, 80%. Nearly got bashed, takes armor pack. How the hell is Bumper able to get so much ultimate without getting pressured out by the Reaper?
Yeah, it was a spark. To be fair, I think the team that we casted them going against, they were actually running
Oh. Because for some reason, Kariv doesn't try and pressure him out. They don't try and get a bash on him. They don't put any pressure on Bumper. They just run past him. And give him 60% ult.
and they decided to run Reaper.
Why are you bothering to run a Reaper if you're not going to at least put pressure on the Winston?
We'll see if it works out better here going up against.
Reaper is best at mid-range. Yeah, so guys, this is the optimal range that you want to be trying to play Reaper from. So it's really good to speed boost up top and then just chip shot the Vancouver Titans.
Bumper, who's running Winston, which, you know, if he plays it smart, he's still going to be able to get a ton.
Slime with another boop. Valiant are on the low ground again.
Denying the Valiant the chance to attack the point from the high ground and to force the Vancouver Titans to fully commit. He's going to primal. Yep, he's feeling it.
They get on the back line.
Space down a half, and Bumper's not in a hurry.
Izayaki dies as well. Whoa. Bumper actually did get shredded there, but Titans just do what other teams are scared to do. They just commit. Like, if you're playing against a Reaper, just fucking run at him and kill him. Like, you might lose somebody, but you're probably going to win. Especially if you can bubble or defense matrix or something. I mean, Bumper goes in there solo trying to pop off his primal, but if you just fight the Reaper, you can focus him down. Don't be scared.
Here's my thoughts on the Reaper composition, right? That you put a lot of pressure on.
Can someone please tell these owl teams to stop playing Reaper on Horizon Lunar Colony? This isn't fucking Neil Armstrong bunny hopping across the surface of the moon. This is an advanced guerrilla science center that requires actual heroes to win a point. Fucking stop with this triangular shadow edge punk. Stop huffing his smoky farts for a change and actually think for a bloody second. Can I just get you guys to write my analysis for the desk? I would love to say that on the desk. Stop huffing his smoky farts and actually think for a bloody second. What a line. What a line. Oh my god. When I'm on the desk, I'm gonna get you guys to put that shit in my Discord. Every day I'll have another fire copy pasta. Okay. I don't understand why Valiant doesn't just run Custer on main tank, Custer on main support, Custer on DPS, and Custer on flex. I think they beat a lot more teams with that roster. Jedi Ron Paul, do you know what? I think you've hit the nail on the head. You're a genius. You're a genius. They're playing a bit cautious now because they know that Bumper has ult, and they thought the Bumper might go aggressive on them, so they're playing Agilities and a Kareev in a position where they could punish him. So they put a bit of pressure on Bumper. Alright, Bumper's up top. Bubble gets popped, but the grab is in. Matt's call. Well, there it was. Listen to Matt here.
On there, Kareev is able to shadow step out of that one and now trying to.
Can I just mention as well that
is really kind of like your game-changing ult. That's the graviton there. Kareev is able to shadow.
Janu just literally matrixing all of your ultimate.
Now trying to go for the death loss of it. There it was. No one of the Titans.
There it was, in the perfect immortal words of Matt Mr. X Morello. There it was. They do kill Bumper though.
Let's see if it makes up for the one that Izayaki was denied prior. Solminsu is very charged. I know you've heard that about a bajillion times this series. Get used to it. It's not changing anytime soon. Into the back line goes Janu, and here it is. Sound barrier now coming up from Vancouver Titans, trying to stay nice and topped up in this fight. Bumper will return to the frame momentarily with Primal Rage, not changing it.
Vancouver Titans are on another fucking level, dude. They're on another fucking level. Vancouver Titans are the best team we've ever seen in Overwatch. I think. At the moment, anyway. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Their main tank is down, so they need to delay the point, get value out of their ults, and be able to block this and win the fight. So Janu blocks just before they're able to cap up the first tick, so they wait the absolute maximum amount before giving up a single tick. They go in. As Janu goes out, 2 more people drop onto the point. So like, okay, 1 person comes on, and then Janu leaves, and then another 2 come on, but again, perfectly blocking it. Bobble is used onto Janu so that he can't get demected as easily. And then Janu's going to use his self-destruct here as he gets demected. So Janu's just attracted all attention, and he's going to use his self-destruct in a great location to isolate Fate. So even though the grav comes through from space, they have the sound barrier for it, and with this bomb at the back from Janu, Fate can't do a fucking thing. I mean, this is just... It's glorious. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. They didn't even get 1 tick because it was perfect. Actually fucking perfect. Outrageously good. Like, that's blown my little mind. That's actually just blown my little mind. It's... I mean, what the fuck? What can you say? Actual galaxy brain. Janu just distracts everybody, plus takes the bubble, and then dies in the perfect location to isolate Fate in space. It's unreal. It's unreal. Bananas good. Bananas good. It's not even Valiant playing that badly. I think the biggest problem for Valiant in this game, and the reason why it looks like such a roll in terms of the map score and, you know, like the actual points being put on the board, is just that they don't have a style that throws Vancouver off at all. Vancouver are so comfortable playing against Valiant's style. Whereas when they played against Charge, they were a bit uncomfortable against the Sombra. They found it difficult to be able to, like, figure out how many ults to invest against the EMP. And they didn't like playing against Charge's triple DPS with Happy on Widow as well. So, like, stylistically, Charge matches up pretty well against Titans. Same for San Francisco Shock. That game looked closer because Shock have a ton of aggression, and so they can move as quickly and get really aggressive on Titans. And even though that was a comprehensive victory for the Titans, it looked closer because Shock really take the bull by the horns in that sense. Valiant play a bit more slower, a bit more measured in their approaches. They still play okay though. They're not making disastrous mistakes. They're not fucking up their engages too badly, but they're getting clutched against, and Titans are playing god tier gameplay. Valiant are still making some mistakes. They're not playing amazing, and they're not going above and beyond in any domain. They're playing very average, but Titans are just styling on them. It's not even Valiant playing that badly, said Sideshow as Karif spun uselessly in his Reaper ult like a smoky dildo in a washing machine. I mean, okay, true, I've called out the Reaper a bunch of times, but I'm speaking more about the entire match that we've seen so far. Like, King's Row was the same. Just clutches and really fucking great play from Titans, but pretty good from Valiant.
You're going to be starting at the bottom here for Transcendence as well. Vancouver's smart though. If you're Vancouver, I take a close fight. Yeah,
But Valiant don't have playmakers on Lucio, so they can't go for like these big boot plays out of position, and Karif can't really carry fights. Agilities isn't quite, you know, as nutty with his reactions as Haxel is. Izyaki's good, but has made mistakes with his Transcendence usage. And Fate's solid, but is scared of Bumper because Bumper's so crazy. So Valiant are good, they're just a bit nothingy with how they play goats. They don't really have much potential to win the fights they're not supposed to win. And the problem is Titans fucking definitely do. Jesus Christ.
But it's just having a really good understanding of the ultimate economy game. You have to invest nothing, you deny them from building towards anything, you play it against the clock, and now look at the Valiant.
That delay, that block just before the first tick is the cleanest Overwatch I've seen in... I can't even remember. Watching New York last season was a bit like this, but something about this meta makes it more obvious, I think. Yeah, well, they didn't have any ults there. The only thing they could hope for was Space Eating the Grav. No comment on Bumper's almost feed? What, when he died to the Reaper? I mean, it's tough playing the Winston into a Reaper, but he's making sure that his team can win. You know, they got picks before that and stuff. It's... Oh, do you mean Bumper's almost feed on Volskaya from ages ago or something? Oh, right before the final fight that round? I'm not paying attention, I suppose. Was that this? Is that here? This?
This would be the time for the Valiant. They didn't get a full tick either, Matt. Just shy of that 33% they needed. Yep. So they're going to make the change here. Karif will go to Zarya. I like this. This is what
Oh, the next fight.
mean, they have a shatter, they use it here, they connect with nothing. Because this denies them building up any type of ult progress towards their new ults. Izayaki is going to get to like 47%, but look, they're going to chase this kill. Ooh, bumper.
I mean, it's not that bad though. Like the rest of his team, he knows is just around the corner, and they haven't used their resources, so it's not really a bad feed. It's perhaps a slight overextension, but Valiant tried to punish it as much as they could, and Bumper still got out. So,
But it's just a really good understanding of the ultimate economy game. You have to invest nothing. You deny them from building towards anything. You play it against the clock. And now
I don't think that's too bad, you know.
Would it be weird?
But if you were theory crafting a way to beat the Vancouver Titans, I think making sure you don't allow Slime to get in position for a lot of these boobs is a big one. Like putting a lot of pressure on him. You have to be fast because you have to be able to react to everything Titans are throwing at you really quickly. So your fundamentals have to be great. But talking about like specific stuff, I mean, I would try and throw Sombra in there as well. Try and play Sombra Goats. And then try and put a lot of pressure on Bumper and try and punish him when he goes aggressive. Which is difficult because Bumper is so well backed up by all the rest of his team. And by focusing on Bumper, you can't really... You play into the Titans a little bit because they want you to focus Bumper, and the whole of their team is just going to support Bumper. But I think Slime and Bumper are the two people that you should really try and shut down. And trying to integrate as much Sombra as you can into your game. And the Sombra thing is why I think NYXL do actually have a good chance of being able to beat the Titans. Because their Sombra Goats with Mecha on Sombra is actually really good. And Vancouver struggled against it a little bit. They're actually like, they're good against the Sombra default normally, but they used way too many ults when Eileen had EMP, and it fucked them in terms of the ult economy. So I think that's the most interesting part. The lower tier teams are trying a lot of out-of-the-box strategies, but if you rely on out-of-the-box strategies, you don't really get better as well. Bubble used on Bumper. Bumper gets whipshot out of... Whipshot or booped? I think bashed and whipshot, right? Oh, he gets bashed and booped and whipshot, I think. They all turn around to look at him. Izayaki, Kariv, and Space and Agilities all turn around to look at him. But Bumper just fucking pins. And Agilities has already used his bash. And Cookie's already used his boop. And Space wasn't in a position to, like, do anything about it. So he just fucking pins Agilities back into the team. Fucking hell. Why does Kariv turn back around? I mean, I don't even know. The Bumper's so far behind them. And he's got his shield up as well, that they can't really get the pick. The best that they should do there really is bump him down, boop him down. If Space manages to get the boop on him onto the low ground, but like if Kariv was actually shooting a Bumper here, these guys would just wreck him. So they have to focus forwards. Man alive. And then Bumper just uses the opportunity to charge back in, like a mad cunt. I don't know, what are you supposed to do there if you're Valiant? It looks like you've set up a perfect win condition, but what do? Just not focus Bumper? Boop him out of position and fuck everybody else is probably the answer, right? Like, after you get the bash and the boop, you should probably try and kill Sominsu. In a perfect world. But it's just so natural to go after Bumper. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, Fate takes more damage because he doesn't have a shield, right? That's like the difference between playing Ryan and Winston codes. The shield's just a great resource for being able to keep yourself and your team alive. I don't think it's really a difference in terms of the focus targeting, because the damage does go onto Bumper, it just gets blocked by his shield. Aye. Fucking hell. I don't really know that. I mean, I think the best play is that when Bumper gets booped behind like that, either try and get space to boop him down onto the floor, or focus everybody in front, but it's just so natural to go for Bumper. What did he... What is that? What's he doing? Is that a 4? Is he drawing a 4? 4-0?
Valiant, 3 maps you need.
They got absolutely rocked on Horizon Lunar Colony, but it wasn't really their fault. I mean, they did run the Reaper, but a lot of teams are running the Reaper.
Back to them over the course of the last 3 maps. I can't stress this enough. Valiant, they do have...
Mitch looks like he got lost on the way to a Jimmy Buffet concert. I don't know who Jimmy Buffet is, but I'm sure I would have loved that reference if I did. What? Jimmy Buffett? I don't know. Who the fuck is that guy? Mate, of course I'm gonna pronounce it Jimmy Buffet. That's how you fucking pronounce that word in any other situation. Omega lol. If you go and eat at a buffet, you don't call it a buffet. Oh yeah, Warren Buffett. Yeah. Who the fuck is Jimmy Buffett? Margaritaville. What the fuck is this? Jimmy Buffett and the Coral Reefer Band. Just like a Hawaiian. I actually could definitely see Mitch in this shirt. Look at this shit. This is Mitch when he's older. Mitch plays the bass, not the guitar, but this is basically Mitch. He does have quite a similar fashion sense. You are absolutely right on the money here, Hex. Right on the fucking money. I reckon if we scrolled through enough, we'd actually find Mitch's shirt. Play Margaritaville.
We are back in a big way with Jimmy Buffett and Paul Alexander Nolan, star of Escape to Margaritaville. Take it away, guys.
All right, ready? Let's go. I see you're well armed here, ladies. This is good, huh? Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bathe.
Not this version. I don't fucking know. What the fuck is the view? I don't know what these things are. Wrong vid, you bald fuck. Oh my god. Oh fuck, that killed me. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Okay. Which version are we trying to... What am I looking at here? He has an entire place called Margaritaville? Or did he write the song about this place? YouTube it, idiot. I just fucking did. Jimmy Buffett.
Song for any tequila drinkers that might be out there tonight. Watch out. It's about a little resort town called Margaritaville. You may have heard of it. It's at the bottom of the Cuervo bottle. We'll take you there right now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nibbling on sponge cake.
Nibbling on a sponge cake.
Watching the sun bake. All of those tourists covered with oil. I'm strumming my sixth string on my front porch swing. Smell those shrimp, they're beginning to boil.
Is he singing about playing his guitar and drinking margaritas? Okay, so his idea of Margaritaville is the kind of state of mind you're in. It's like an abstract location. It's not supposed to be a song about a real place.
Searching for my lost sugar song. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I think that it's nobody's fault. I don't know the reason. I stayed here all season with nothing to show but a brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. And how it got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost sugar song.
I'm gonna be sick. I'm laughing so much.
Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I think, hell, it could be my fault. I blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top. I cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender, and soon it will render that frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker song. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Yes, some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault.
Well, that was a journey. That was a journey, wasn't it? Oh my god. Okay, how do we save that? Oh my god, I'm leaking everything. How do we save that so it doesn't get muted? I don't locally record stuff. Jesus Christ. Save the VOD. Somebody, save the VOD. Holy Christ. I really should just close the tab, shouldn't I? Put the VOD to YouTube? I don't record the VOD. You fools. Holy shit, that's so good. So good. Alright, let's get on with the game. Oh, fucking hell.
Especially in stages where there are 3 less games than there were in our first season. That you have teams that have the same win-loss records, and that needs to be separated by map differential.
My god, that was so funny. Okay. Alright. I feel like that was I feel like that was fair use, you know? It was transformative. I took a song and I transformed it into a different piece of artwork. It was a parody, it was satire. Okay, fucking hell. Okay. Valiant playing aggro. Was this the map where Titans set a fucking new record and it was faster than, like, it was 2 minutes faster than anyone had ever done Rialto before? Oh my god, block the cart, you fools! The whole point of playing this close is to make sure the cart doesn't move. Huge damage. Don't overextend. Don't overextend. You're just trying to win the fight. Or you're just trying to delay. You don't have to worry about this. This is good so far from the Valiant. And when they die, they take another fight at point A. They should be able to take another fight at the chop. Don't let the cart be pushed! Both Transcendences get used. Shatter's available. For both. Okay, now they need to block the counter shatter, but Summonsu's still up top, so. Okay, everyone from Valiant needs to die on the cart right now. Okay.
What's your take in that? If you're the Valiant, are you happy with that one? Hey, you sort of win a fight.
I mean, you win like maybe let's call it like 2 fights there. And
this is fine though. This is not a mistake at all from the Valiant. This is still perfectly fine. They can get another fight here on the plateau. If they go aggressive now and take a fight here, and then they can still take another fight at checkpoint 2. But they're not blocking the cart. They're not playing aggressively enough. Oh, the cart's been pushed. You want to block the cart somewhere around here, and instead they've allowed the cart to get all the free push all the way to around here. And the Graph Bomb combo didn't get anything done. I mean, should we go back and take a look at this? Because these are the pivotal parts. I mean, I'm assuming for the rest of the map they just get rolled. Bumper doesn't actually get caught. He gets bashed, but then he gets bubbled, so it doesn't matter anyway. Everybody else is able to keep themselves alive. How the fuck does Slime survive? Alright. Agility's bash is just mistimed as well. Oh no, it's not mistimed. Slime survives because he's... Summonsu saves him with the... with his personal bubble, I think. Summonsu saving his bubbles comes in incredibly importantly. And that's something that Valiant don't do that you really need to if you're trying to set up for a Graph Bomb combo, is exchange aggression on the Reinhardts just to force out the Zarya bubbles before you go. And now, unfortunately, because they failed to take that second fight at the correct spacing, they're not going to get another fight before checkpoint A. So, not great from Valiant on their second fight there. But Titans do a good job at like pushing aggressively so that Valiant find it difficult to actually block the cart and take the fights where they should.
They gave up rally, and they don't really. I mean, they win that fight, but like it's not even really a fight. It's just Haxel and Bumper putting pressure on. Now you come back, you'll have your own rally.
So they're Uberitaville. That's fantastic. Uberitaville. Bumper taunting in spawn.
It's kind of a weird ultimate, right? Because the healing isn't as much as transcendence per se. It does leave that sort of residual armor if people are healed up. I mean, it's just to hear players take
Fate hides for another. Oh no, he just gets booped. Oh yeah. I thought Fate was hiding there for another shatter. I thought it was like a Papega brain play from Fate when he got booped off, but they're just not paying any attention to Slime. They really don't appreciate how much of a carry Slime is. Bumper's taunting, dude. Bumper is taunting against the Valiant. Bumper's got so much style.
Why are you tired? It's been a short match, mate. Not exactly a marathon running the Naya. Bumper making the sprint with the rest of the Titans. So far, so good. The Valiant set up on the high ground here, but the Titans actually all stick low except Sominsu. So the threat of the Graviton from an off angle is always going to be there. Now, he's not charged up, but all he really needs to do is get off a nice grab here, and he's kind of done his job. And I would consider that.
Okay, Trance comes in. Bumper dies. How do they set a record time when they don't win that fight? They used Grav Bomb combo, and now Valiant should be able to stop them for ages. Oh, they don't set a record time on this map. Oh, fuck. Oh, I see. I thought they did. I thought Titans, oh, okay. I'm just talking absolute rubbish, aren't I? They don't even win the map? Oh, Valiant beat them on this map? Okay. It does look like Vancouver Titans are kind of messing around though. Bumper literally fucking emoting on the point and stuff.
Different like wall positioning, so they just hit things right away. I think you'll see less and less ultimates eaten as time goes on.
Not so easy now. Bumper has an Earth Shatter. Sounds like the start of every horror story that's been leveled in the Valiant's direction so far. Somehow he's behind them. You know you're scared about this. You know Fate is looking straight at Bumper with that shield gun. Please don't do it again. Transcendence was not enough to keep Slime alive though, and Sominsu getting backed up. Bumper. Ooh, this
Good try, Bumper. I think Bumper's trolling at this point. Like, most of the time, I don't really buy that teams mess around in the fourth map, but with how dominant Titans have been, and then the fact that they don't know that last season, like they weren't here last season, so they've never had that situation where they missed out on playoffs due to map differential, which a lot of teams last season ended up doing. So Titans are coming into this with the hubris of a team that believes they'll always be on top and will never have to worry about map differential. Bumper literally doesn't give a fuck. I think almost all teams still keep it pretty serious in their fourth map, but it does look just like Bumper is doing his own shit.
Bumper's trying to gain like a little bit of vision of who's up there, and then you know you want to come around there and use that grab. As Sominsu now is dropped to the bottom, so that's not the strat here. They'll come around.
Sominsu is knocked down. He's the only one hit by that shatter there. It's not really enough for the Valiant to get themselves a lead in the early part of this fight. Self-destruct. Oh, there it is again. Yes, all you intellect.
Nice.
There. It wasn't just Janu, but it's enough for the Vancouver Titans anyway. And then clean up that fire. Very timely for them because they do want to start playing into the third phase of this map, and that was the fight to win. Gets himself over the line.
I agree. At the moment, the only team that has a chance against Vancouver is NYXL, but things can change very quickly when we go into a different meta. And I'm not saying that Titans are GOATs one tricks, they're definitely not, but there are some metas that Titans would struggle with just because of the players they have on their team. Like, their DPS aren't the strongest in the world. If it came to a very strong DPS meta, they could just get like... They could kind of just get individually blasted, even though their teamwork's pretty good. Well, their teamwork's unbelievably good, but they could still get individually blasted.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the self-destruct that picks up the kill, but still, you know, it's the...
No, I demand self-destruct kills every fight. I
don't think that's unreasonable based on what just matched.
Title Titans are goats one tricks. Fuck off. Everyone. My title's such bait tonight. Such outrageous bait. That is technically a phrase that came out of my mouth, but it was fucking preceded by I'm not saying. Charge play Titans, last game of stage 1, that should be pretty good. But at that point, I mean, the stage playoffs are the real juice at that point, right? I'm not even sure whether there's much point watching the rest of this, because the only reason this game looked really bad for Valiant is because Titans were playing so well. So when Titans take their foot off the pedal, Valiant still look, you know, still look okay. They still look pretty decent. It's not like Valiant are suddenly playing a lot better. What are you doing, fam? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why did you fall off there? Get out. Look at this as well. This is so funny. This is a clown fiesta. Repel falls off, and then look at Fate here. So, oh my god, look at Bumper. Bumper gets shattered. Bumper drops his shield for a sec, gets shattered. Space comes in and boops him, so Bumper's just around here. Fate goes for a charge on Bumper, but then Haxal shield bashes Fate. So he stops, but Bumper still has all the momentum, so Bumper goes flying into the lake as well. Just, like, now that you know who to look at Repel and then Bumper. Funny as fuck. Repel. Oh, bye-bye, dude. Bumper. Shattered, booped, pinned. He's off. What an absolute clown fiesta. He absolutely got yoked into the distance. Fate did vote ute him. Uteth him into the distance. Stop saying yoked. Uteth. Oh, the observers caught both of them. That's so good. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Does he actually fall off because of speed? Can't even tell. No, I think Slime's on healing the whole time. Slime's on healing, speed. No. No, they're no. These are chocolate bourbons, like chocolate custard cream kind of things. Have I discussed why Repel's been subbed in yet? No. Do I know why? No. Probably just to give him game time.
I don't think so. I mean, the Valiant haven't really shown us anything super chaotic. Slime here.
What is Slime? Slime
going
is
for the Red Lucio here.
Exactly. He's actually right at the top of your screen. Here you go. Yeah, he chills.
This is like a Sting from like back in the day wrestling. Like he comes from the Raptors here.
It's like Altair in Assassin's Creed. They just jump down on someone. No good. All right.
We hooked that up. Now they're gonna all die.
Look, if you don't hype it up, then you get caught by surprise. Easy-Aki just gonna stagger Johnny out. So that first forward defense doesn't exactly come up with the goods.
That could have been really cool.
That first forward defense was pretty shit by Titans. But again, I think they're not really trying.
I guess the better part is like they don't give up a ton of like ult charge to the Valiant. If you're Vancouver, even if you gave up the ult charge, you still feel pretty good about how you've turned these fights around. This will probably be the last fight of point A.
Margin of error pretty slim here for the Titans now, but they really know how to hit the ground running when the fights are very important like this. And guess what happened? Bumper gets the first kill in a fight. Always a good sign for Vancouver.
What's interesting though is that, like, you know how like Vancouver, when they have the ultimate advantage, they get really
Watch when Bumper goes in their spawn. Oh my god, is Bumper in their spawn?
So they don't really have a ton of ultimates, but Bumper, this trouble is
Johnny trying to protect him.
definition of bad positioning here. He,
Okay. They're committing so much.
Let's double down. Why not? Get him out. Get him out. All right. So keep Bumper alive. That is
This is the biggest throw of any game that we've seen so far.
It is only hubris if I fail.
That's genuinely the fucking... I think that's the motto of Bumper. It's a quote from Worms, but I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that goes through Bumper's head at all times.
You know what they could have used in that grab there to keep Bumper and summons to could have used that transcendence they used to get. They didn't have
They got forward spawns as well. They're gonna get rolled, fam.
Bumper with the shadow. Okay, that's filthy. Caught a few people on that one. Forced the transcendence out of his Iaki, and again, that's an equitable trade. You feel okay about that one. The grab on the backside is interesting. Okay, yeah, I am convinced I'm being trolled by Bumper. No, he's definitely trolling me.
I love it.
That's an equitable trade. You feel okay about that one. The grab on the backside is interesting. Okay, yeah, I am convinced I'm being trolled by Bumper. No, he's definitely trolling me.
I love it.
Okay. Liam doesn't get away with that one.
The card has a move. So you've invested a lot of these ults, and you haven't really given up anything from, quite frankly, either side. I mean,
Why are they not pushing? Really? They didn't push the whole time?
so you've invested a lot of ults, and you haven't really given up anything from, quite frankly, either side. I mean,
Titans don't give a fuck at all.
now it has quieted down for a little bit.
I've never seen a team throw an owl game like the Titans have. Just pure not giving a fuck.
We'll see though, Fate maybe, you see they're playing the high ground Vancouver, they're gonna actually wrap around.
Look at that very quick push.
Getting very close to the edge here too.
Slime down, Bumper knocked into the drink. Transcendence still committed to the fight. Repel, unfortunately, not having a full 6 teammates to give that healing over to.
Well, the best part is that they commit that Transcendence, right? And if you're a Valiant fan, you didn't even use your grab, you're gonna have your own Transcendence.
Why aren't they leaving space on the point? What does space do? Pushing aggressively here. Your diva should be pushing the fucking cart.
Not too shabby at all. Payload just ran in the corner behind Kareev and Co. So they're very close to their goal, essentially.
I don't think you can read anything into Repel's trances. They're just messing around.
Both teams have a lot of ultimate though, so straight away Graviton's used on Kareev, general direction shatter. Fate not knocked down by that one, but the boop cross. Self-destruct in the back. No one fell by that one either. Both teams trying to go for diva ults, getting nothing. 5 players get a sound barrier on the side of the Valiant, and Kareev goes for that Graviton surge now. Shatter from the backside. Bumper not able to make anything happen there, and a clean fight for Los Angeles.
To be fair, Valiant are rolling them, you know? Like, it would be a tragedy for Valiant if Titans were playing this dumb and Valiant was still struggling. But apart from not pushing the cart, Valiant have just rolled them. So, fair play. These games are hard to cast. I think Matt's doing a really good job of casting these games. He's just laughing. He's fucking, he sounds like he's having fun at everything Bumper's doing. Titans should win this fight, obviously. Lol. Big C9. But yeah, that's just Titans messing around. I don't really buy that many teams do this, but for the Titans, it was incredibly obvious. But I will say, I was led to believe that Valiant played like crap in this game, and they fucking didn't. They didn't play like crap. They actually played okay. The biggest mistake they made on a macro sense was running the Reaper. But their engagements... Oh, and, I mean, not pushing the car as well, I suppose. A couple of trances from Izayaki weren't that good. But Valiant don't look bad. They look mediocre, but they don't look bad. You missed the solo shatter teabag? What is this? Bumper deploys the tactical group. Alright, let's have a look.
Anyone hit by that shatter there?
Come on, Twitch, load the pixels.
Pretty enough for the Valiant to get themselves a lead in the early part of this fight. Self-destruct. Oh, there it is again. Yes, all you intellectuals out there, it wasn't just Janu, but it's enough for the Vancouver Titans anyway. And they clean up that fight. Very timely for them, as they do want to start playing into the third phase of this map.
Again, destroyed. Destroyed. Take some herbal tea. Your voice sounds a little rough. My voice isn't rough at all. I'm just speaking softly.
Sasquatches or Bigfoots or whatever you want to call them. They look very, very good, Vancouver, and they move up to 4.
Vancouver Titans coach Pejon. We are sorry. What the fuck is this? It's been removed though. We are sorry that we showed an unprofessional performance for the last set. Why not? Hey, if you... Why? It's fucking funny as shit. But what was the content? Where has this come from? Did it come from his Twitter? How much longer am I going to be on? I've still got 2 more matches to do. Did the Korean players really choose their names? Why would they not? What? I think the Korean players get given their names? By who? What? What are you talking about? Government assigned gamer tags. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would the Korean people not be able to pick their own names? He means, are they translated? I see. No. They were actually known as Slime even when they played in. Yes. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. I mean, Bumper and Slime chose the English words Bumper and Slime. It's not like they chose whatever slime translates to in Korean and they translated it back.
Across the divisional table. You know, Vancouver looked very strong throughout the series, even though they lose this final map. But I really want to see.
Bumper would be more likely to win MVP for memeing. Bumper's like, yeah, more scrubs have just been taken down.
The top of the league, very strong. I think you can make a case Paris up there as well in this meta, but I know Vancouver with yet another strong performance.
Yeah. Important to point out that the LA Valiant are not officially eliminated from the stage 1 playoffs. Mathematically, they can still make it.
The look of absolutely no regret whatsoever. Exactly. He doesn't give a fuck.
It's heavily conditioned though, require a few.
He really does. Yeah, it's the definition of a shit-eating grin, isn't it?
I really want to see them in NY.
I love it. I fucking love it. He's like, I just trolled the shit out of you guys. Oh, Bumper is such a fucking Chad.
Important to point out that the LA Valiant are not officially eliminated from the stage 1 playoffs.
And now the smile has faded because he's thinking, oh fuck, my coach is gonna lecture me.
Mathematically, they can still make it. From a few of those fights that Vancouver created, made it a little bit hard to get a good feel for him. Hoping to see more of him on the stage. But now we're going to head down to the stage with Danny and a very special main support.
Thank you, Mr. X and Uber. What is up, everybody? I am here with Slime from Vancouver Titans. Make some noise. Thank you. Congratulations. Now, with today's win, you have 4-0 record. 4 wins, 0 losses. You guys are on top of the league. How confident are you that you guys could keep this momentum going? 자, 오늘의 승리로 이제 밴쿠버 팀이 4대 0이라는 레코드를 가지고 있습니다. 한 번도 진 적이 없죠. 지금 굉장히 좋은 기세로 승승장구하고 있는데 이 기세를 좀 스테이지 플레이오프 때까지 유지할 수 있을 거라고 확신하십니까?
1시즌 스테이.
네, 그죠.
1시즌 플레이오프 끝날 때까지 단 한 번도 안 질 것 같아요.
I could guarantee that up until stage 1 playoffs, we will not lose a match. Nice. Great confidence. I love that. Second question. So earlier today,
it's a guarantee.
Bonomo,
It's a
during his
guarantee.
post-match interview said that NYXL is the best team for 3-3.
I don't think he's wrong.
Meta. Let's take a look. It says, we're the best 3-3 team, Anamo. And then 2 reactions to that statement. We have Slime just looking very concerned and Bumper just laughing. 이거에 대해서 좀 설명 좀 해주세요. 지금 보시면은 이제 아나모 선수가 3-3 조합, 아니 3-3 메타에서는 우리 NYXL이 제일 세다라고 했는데 이런 리액션을 지금 해주셨어요. 이거에 대해서 조금 설명 좀 해주세요. What's going on here?
좀 처음 들었을 때는 뉴욕도 3-3이 세긴 하지만 저희 플레이 스타일이 재밌기도 하면서 되게 하드한 게임을 많이 해서 그러니까 즐거운 플레이도 얼굴에 담고 좀 빡게임 할 때도 얼굴에 담았는데 그래도 뉴욕은 저희가 이길 것 같아요.
It is true that NYXL is a strong team, but we are having a lot of fun in this meta and for this composition. So ultimately, we are better. Alrighty, cool.
Okay.
Thank you, Slime. Everybody, give it up for Slime.
Very
That's all
analytical.
now. Back to you, Uber and Mr. X.
Spicy. Yes, more of that. He might be all nice and seasoned.
It's because he's not the one that has to support him running in.
Matt's absolutely right. I don't know whether you heard this.
I tell you why Bumper's laughing. It's because he's not the one.
That's all I have for.
Spicy. Yes, more of that. He might be all nice and seasoned.
I tell you why Bumper's laughing. It's because he's not the one that has to support him running in. Slime's looking at him like I have to follow you in there. He just charges on in. He don't care.
I mean, pretty reasonable for Slime to say that they expect the Titans as a team expect to sort of win every match between now and those stage finals.
I agree.
Not guaranteed, but I understand the confidence. Hey, let's dive now very quickly in towards our own play.
Jesus Christ. I agree, you know? I agree. I think Titans are the best team right now. Could we watch the next VOD, please? Next. Okay, so we are halfway through the VOD review session and we're 5 hours in. So yeah, another 5 hours and it's 7 AM right now. This is like 9 AM is the latest that I've gone to bed whilst doing this shit. So we ain't gonna be pausing. No more tangents, no Disney songs, no fucking Margaritaville shit, no analysis. We're gonna watch the fucking game and we're gonna react to what's happening and use our brains the least possible. What the fuck? We need a break? Okay. I do actually need a drink. But after my drink,
within the team in stage 1 than stage 4, and it can really only go up from here. So will this be the series where
that's true. That's true.
Will the charge keep their wings clipped? Yep, I went there. It's time to find out, Semler and Hex, so back to you.
Thank you, Mika. Yeah, that's the question. You know, it's true. It can only go up. When you're at the bottom. I didn't see him.
When you're at the bottom, you really can only go up. Okay. I'm gonna get a drink and have a piss. And then we go live. Freddie, could you let go of my keyboard? Thank you. Thank you. Shall I leave the dog for you? Fred! No, actually, he's He's nicely curled up underneath my bed. I don't want to fuck with him. Alright, I'll be back in a sec though. What is cracking? Hello, I'm not dead yet. Not just yet. What's the time? 7 AM. I can actually talk at a reasonable volume. Right. Let's take a look. I will die eventually, don't worry. Righty tighty, both teams running Winston Goats. Okay. Huge amount of damage on the Valiant. Huge amount of damage. A Valiant just with a poor game plan there. Pushing through a choke point without pressuring out Rio, while Fate tries to do things on his own. What is this? I said I wouldn't get distracted. Lol. That bumper lull emote is so good.
Well, we saw that with Neko earlier. He got MVP in his match. Yeah, sure is the damage on Zenyatta in the entire league. There you go. There you go. The man that knows how to do
Fate takes a lot of damage. Pop the primal, destroy people. Only the rally used for the Valiant. Why did they use trance? Oh my word. Well, now they're pot committed, so they have to go for it. They kill Happy, but counter grab from charge. That was a very poor decision to fight that after Fate had died. V poor, V poor. It looks like they don't really understand what to do in this Winston Guts mirror matchup. But okay. Hobbit is down. They shouldn't give it up though. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that was nice. Hello, hello. Is that Kooky or is that Space? Ooh, it's both. So Chara goes for the... Chara goes right from up top. Is going to pop the sound barrier, but it's super obvious what he's doing. So Kooky boops him, then Space boops him, and then they kill him. Sweet play from Valiant. Mark, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I'm laughing at Semler's comment there. Listen to this. Listen to this. Rather than talking about how sick it is or anything, this is what Semler says. Fucking killing me. Man, there's nothing worse than a surprise sneeze. Oh, Semler says, okay, alright, I'll wind it back for you, I'll wind it back for you.
Maybe. They might just dance over here with the Winston. Now they're going. Char goes down now. Man, there's nothing worse than a surprise sneeze.
He says, man, there's nothing worse than a surprise sneeze. He's like, let's bring it out. Oh, it was you trying to hold back a sneeze. I thought he was talking about the Lucio. I didn't even realize he's talking about you. I thought it was a funny comment about the fact that he was about to use sound barrier and got killed.
He had a couple of teammates with him, but it's just a situation.
It's Cruz, PogChamp. Don't make any predictions, Monka ass. Fucking hell. Cruz, have you come in to curse my picks again? Which team's doing really well in scrims this time? Boop. Boop. It's really nice from Kooky in space, though. Big punish. Okay. Trans used, but I don't know why Charge really used it. Let's go back and watch it, why the trans gets used here. To save Rio, perhaps, because he's already used his primal and looks like he might die. But no, Rio isn't in there. So what is the... Just because Shu was being pressured? Shu's at the back there. He's getting a bit weak. Just looks like they use it as like a reaction to the sound barrier, just so that they don't give up space. But they can't really go aggressive with it. And unfortunately that just means that Kariv... Oh, well, Kariv would have had a free grab. But nice eat from Hopper. I think Hopper actually has the best rate of eating grabs in the league. I don't really see how Fate dies there. Izayaki with Trance. Kariv gets focused down. Is that because of the bubble? Oh my god, I think Rio lands a fucking 9 billion IQ bubble here. Does that bubble cut them off? Don't think it does, actually. I think he tries to land a 9 billion IQ bubble. Yeah, no. Doesn't look like Kariv's being healed, but I can't see Kariv there. What do you think, chat? 9 billion IQ? Or just, Yeah. Do you know what? I think it does. I think it splits it, because Izayaki's on this side of the bubble, and Kariv's on the other side. And I can't really see him getting healed up, so... I'm pretty sure that's a 9 million IQ, 9 quadrillion IQ bubble from Rio. Right. Rhine versus Gladiators. What? Oh, Rain. Cruz, you can't misspell Rain as Rhine, because I'm like, Reinhardt versus Gladiators. No, maybe he means Reinforce versus Gladiators. Wait, no, what does he mean? Yeah. You think Toronto beats the Spark? What happened to your faith in the Spark? That's a really nice bubble from Rio. I've been very impressed by Rio's main tank play. He's the next coming of Fate. And by that I mean he's coming all over Fate. No, sorry, I couldn't do that one with a straight face. That's just wrong, isn't it? Stupid Josh. Don't say stuff like that. Delete the VOD. Oh, Toronto are playing Chengdu. Oh. Toronto are also playing Spark. They get aggressive, defensive self-destruct, forces out the Transcendence. Riley's expired, Happy's about to get Grav. So is Kariv. But this Primal could do a lot of work. Ah! Izayaki trying to stay on. Another Grav eaten from Kariv. Hopper is gobbling these. Let's take a look and see if we can see how he eats it. No, there's no way, is there? 4-0 for Spark, you know the deal, no problem. Oh my god. Well, get Jonathan on the phone, I need to change my prediction. Toronto Defiant are gonna win, easily. They show a replay later? Oh, is that what this was? Alright, let's take a look. It's just, I mean, it's nothing fancy, it's just that they put a lot of pressure on Kariv. He does seem to get a crazy amount of ultimate negations as well, though. Who wins Shock versus NYXL? Are you asking me or are you asking Cruz? I think NYXL should be considered the favourites, but I also think, considering they're playing Numbani and Volskaya, two maps that they've absolutely thrown on point A before, that it could be a 3-1 or a 3-2 to the Shock. But I think NYXL should be able to fix the literally horrific mistakes that they were making on Numbani and Volskaya. Because normally they're really good. Calvin? Why are you guys saying Calvin in my chat?
Is Moira on the server? No, she's not. No Moira. We're still in the Winston. Although on the charge side they've got the Rhine. So change of strategy here perhaps. We'll see if they adapt as they go forward.
Hotba equals Calvin. Oh, you mean Calvin like the streamer? Does he actually look like Hotba? Or are you all just saying that they are two Asian people? If they do actually look similar, then fair enough. But I am very skeptical whenever the Twitch chat makes comparisons like this, because Twitch chat is notoriously, haha, just spamming try hard every time they see a black person on screen. Incredibly reasonable.
Yeah, I thought that was curtains for Rio right there. He got super isolated and pushed in, but as you mentioned, the great healing from his team comes in.
Not that I'm saying my chat do that. My chat actually seemed fairly reasonable. I'm proud of you guys. When I send you off to other channels, you guys are not degenerates. So I'm pretty happy about that. But I've certainly had my fair share of other people's Twitch chats. One time XQC hosted me with like 1,200 viewers, and it was just carnage. I had no mods in the chat at the time, and there was just ASCII penises and just mad racist spam immediately. I was like, well, I've certainly been hosted by somebody, haven't I? I wonder who this could be. No, it wasn't 12,000. I think it was only 1,200. Or maybe he hosted me with like 3,000, but it went down to 1,200 or something. I don't know. Alright, anyway. Let's look at this. Wait. I missed the opening engagement of this. So Rhine Goats versus Winston Goats. Fate's up to 60%. They're actually doing quite a bit of cleave damage. Eileen goes weak. But how does Izzyaki die? Does Izzyaki just not cross quick enough? How is Izzyaki far enough forwards that Rio can kill him? Don't know. Very weird. That's true. The thing about Twitch chat is they're very simple. You mention something and they just recite it like a machine. Yes, the humor is you need to have a very high IQ to understand Twitch chat. At what point do you just try and win a fight and allow Fate to die and like actually just commit with Fate and then go over to that was very nice. Nice rally engage with the bubble as well. Wow. What was I gonna say?
Just smart play, knowing that you're going to have the advantage, knowing the Lucio of all things is also going to leave, so you don't have to worry about environmental deaths that much. And they just
Yeah, at what point do you swap Fate over to Rhine is what is the conversation that I was making, but then they managed to win that fight pretty decisively, so I guess the question was answered pretty shortly. Oh my god, he eats it again? That's nuts. Surely this is Kariv's fault. Hotba cannot be this much of a god. I mean, you literally can't see anything. Grab bomb, the pin, the boop. Wow. Vancouver is better than NYXL, is a lot better than Atlanta, is better than Paris. Woohoo! Oh boy. Ooh, boy. That one's, I see we're no longer targeting Atlanta fans. Yeah, I saw the clip of Bumper walking behind the casters. Oh no, I'm in a coma. I kind of like my coma though. I'm going to stay in my coma, don't worry. Self-destruct engage. But charge and go forwards instead.
Self-destruct goes in, used to initiate, into the corner, nobody dies. Sound barrier used by Chara to keep everybody beefy, and they are trying to get some focus in on Fate. Yeah, sure enough, Happy, Rio, they're working together.
It's a very quick reaction from charge. Pop their sound barrier and use their speed boost immediately and just run over agilities, force out a sound barrier from the other side, but there's no disengage because the Valiant are already in like the
It's getting rough here, but remember, they still are at 70%. They still.
Question 1, how is Izayaki on this side of the map? Question 2, why do they think this fight is still winnable? Question 3, are they really going to win it with the trance? Anything seems possible at this point.
Have the lead technically percentage-wise, but the Charger in control of the point. Now that rally's going to come out, Happy's got a Graviton ready to go, but now it's Valiant are backing up a little bit.
That feels like a totally wasted trance, but it does allow them just to continue the fight on... It allows them to continue the fight, but they're just going to lose the fight to the Grav and the trance. That's another one of Izayaki's terrible transcendences. Space eats the bomb. Not true. Daniel huffed in anger. The young lad couldn't believe what he'd just seen. How dare these analysts dare imply that Atlanta isn't the best team in the league? He stared at the screen, vision turning blurry as frustrated tears welled. He wiped angrily at his eyes with his Atlanta scarf, lifting his Atlanta cap to scratch at his red and silver dyed hair. He turned to his Atlanta poster on his wall and brushed his hand over DeFran's face. Don't worry, dude. They don't know anything. Let's go. I should have said that last part with more venom. He certainly wouldn't have said that. He would have said, don't worry, dude. They don't know anything. Let's go. I messed up the, you know. I'd have to do a couple of takes if I was doing an audiobook. I didn't proofread it first, you know. I didn't know where we were going with the flow. Well, Kariv getting his grabs eaten, Izayaki with a poor transcendence, and Rio outplaying Fate. Wizard what? Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Okay. Ultimates negated 3. Wow. Did they show a replay of the last one? The old 4-take sideshow, the live broadcaster. Are you practicing your acting skills for commercial spots? I'm open to anything. I'm open to anything. Sideshow reading copy pasta is going to be a segment in Watchpoint. I don't think that would be very good. Could you tell us the Lithuanian shower story? That's a fucking great story. Actually, the Lithuanian shower story is the one that I was going to tell on stream first. That's why it was at the top. Oh no, it wasn't at the top. Lithuanian shower story is an absolute banger. It's a legend of a story. But I'm not gonna tell it now, but I will do it at some point. I'm planning to go through these stories when I'm back in LA, basically. But yeah. I need to do these VODs. Guys, stop distracting me. Okay, Valiant actually played King's Road pretty well against Titans. Hopper trying to build EMP and Fate turns his shield around to try and block it and just gets damage from the other side instead. That should be on Space to deal with Hopper. They have to back off. Too much damage on agilities. His positioning was too aggressive. Fate's taking a ton of damage. Okay. Nice pick. Pretty clutch. Gives them a tick. Might give them 2 ticks. Nice. They found Shu. Oh, that should be a pick every day of the week. Okay, Shu does die. Rio should die as well. Nice. It's not the smoothest or fastest thing in the world, but it's pretty good from Valiant. I think Space needs to be more proactive at trying to zone out Hopper, but he got there in the end. And I think Agility's pressed up too far, so he was taking damage at the same time as Fate was taking damage, which isn't what you want. Nice aggression, which is what they did against Titans as well. Tells stories when he has Visa. What is this? Why are you guys all spamming links? I said no distractions. Ah, this is so good. This is so good. It's a fantastic. I mean, Wolf of Villainy is gonna live forever in this copy pasta. I can't use Bumper's face as an emote. It's his face. Ask Bumper to make it an emote. Who made the copy pasta? A guy called Wolf of Villainy. But it was serious at the time. It was a Reddit comment.
There are all the parts necessary. I just gotta get them to work together here. Charge. EMP's incoming, so yeah, that's gonna be the big thing. It's the game between Sombra and Zenyatta. Can you bait out a Transcendence without using EMP? Can you Transcendence post EMP? Appa's looking for him. Yeah, they're on the hunt. He's trying to find Izayaki, but Izayaki
Grabs out. Caught them. What am I missing here? There's some reason that Space doesn't invest his self-destruct. But if Space is saving his self-destruct to use defensively, then why did they bother grabbing? Especially because they grab so far away that they are never going to get a pick in that. Like, Fate can't go for a pin. Whereas if they grab close, Fate might be able to get a pick. But that grab is literally useless unless you're trying to set up for a self-destruct. What are they doing? Like, there's a few reasons why you wouldn't want to invest too much in that grab. But all of those reasons would mean that you don't want to even bother using the grab. So I don't really understand what's going on there. Okay, so Grav goes out from the other side. Rio goes for a pin, but it doesn't hit. For whatever reason. Did he get booped or something? Yeah, I think he got booped. I think Kuki just gave him a little bit of a boop. Why does Space use his self-destruct then? They weren't going aggressive then. They were backing off. Why do Valiant always play better against better teams and worse against winnable teams? What is this sequence of plays? It makes no sense.
Wondering what he's going to go for. There it is. Finally decides to go for the aggro play, but they've got so much progress on the Valiant side. It's taken forever to set this up for the charge.
Well, even though it wasn't the case there, that's something you'll see very often of a Sombra jumping in, decloaking, and bailing to try to bait out.
Where do I have the charge in my rankings? Probably 5th or 6th, I think. Like, pretty much on the same level as Paris and Atlanta. And Shock as well, honestly. Like, Shock, Atlanta, Charge, Paris. Something like that, maybe. I think they could be top 4 this stage. They could be. I mean, they could beat the Shock, they could beat Atlanta. That might even make them top 3. So, they could be top 3. They might end up being top 3, but I think at the moment I'm not, like, mad high on them, but yeah. So what is going on here? Why on earth did they invest all of those ults in such strange ways? Any theories, chat, that aren't dumb as fuck? Because I know your speciality is dumb as fuck theories. I've asked you questions before. Grav gets tranced. Right, what is Space doing? I just want to watch Space. Because I have a feeling that he's trying to, like, psych out Hopper.
Gotta win this fight now if you are the charge. Hotbus still holding on to that EMP for what feels like an eternity.
But what is that?
Space with the self-destruct. Hotbus finally gonna be moving through.
Alright, I'm giving up trying to figure out what Valiant are going for. The only thing that possibly makes sense to me is that they're just trying to get as many ults out of Guangzhou as possible, so they're throwing in their own ults to make Guangzhou throw in ults, so that they can get a dry fight to re-engage with, where only both of the sound barriers are available for, like, the final fight for Checkpoint B. But there's no way of guaranteeing that this EMP would ever get pulled out. Like, they might have just died in the Grav after they messed up all of their own ults. I don't know. This, I can't think of a reason apart from they're trying to exchange ults. There's no way this just happened. The most Papega minute in Overwatch history. What a clown fiesta. Right, let's go back over this. Oh, it being punctuated by that C9 has just put the cherry on the fucking cake. Alright, let's have a look at this then. Let's go for it. Okay, Karif goes for the... Look, bloody Agilities is in Narnia. Karif goes... Oh, that's why he grabs! Because Agilities... Because they're trying to get the better end of Rio, and Agilities gets baited in, and he's in Zimbabwe by the time Karif launches a grab from London to try and rescue Agilities, who is currently in Zimbabwe. They rescue Agilities. Get out! But there's nothing they can do about this grab. So okay, shoot with the Transcendence, fair enough. They don't try and combo it with the self-destruct because... Fair enough. I mean, you can use self-destruct defensively. It wasn't the greatest grav in the world. Fair enough from Space, actually. I didn't realise why that grav was in there, but... Alright, now it makes a bit more sense. So they back up, and now Happy uses his own grav. It gets transcended by Izayaki, okay? Rio goes for a pin. I mean, to be fair, he's trying to pin Izayaki, so it doesn't make much sense anyway, but maybe he would be able to land him down there and they'd be able to get a pick, I don't know. But, Kuki gets a bit of a boop. Kuki's hiding down here. Gets a bit of a boop on Rio, and he misses. He takes a pin. Okay. So now as they're moving forward, Space, for some reason, decides that this is the perfect moment to use his ult. Who knows why? Couldn't tell you, honestly. Could not tell you. I don't have any reason why that ult was used. It doesn't even peel. It doesn't make Guangzhou retreat. They were already retreating. Poor communication, I think. Space was probably trying to use it defensively, but didn't realize that Guangzhou were already backing off. Now as they go forward, EMP Shatter comes in, and Valiant have just wasted pretty much every single ultimate that they had available, so fair enough. And
something you'll see very often of a Sombra jumping in, decloaking, and bait.
What?
Try to bait out Transcendence, to bait out abilities, to bait out bubbles.
Space just backups!
Yeah, I know it just happened.
Oh, buddy. There we go. Stylish.
What?
A little back cap.
A minute of pure Papega.
Resort to trickeration. Get on the cart. Back cap is a valid strategy.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a good punish. Charge getting put on notice. Hey, this isn't about kills. I mean, kills are involved. They're a big part, but payload, you gotta keep your eye on the prize, and that's what's eventually...
To be fair, Guangzhou really only messed like one thing up as well, so the fact that they end up losing the fight is unfortunate for them. They chase effectively, but they don't keep track of where space is, and in the heat of the moment, they don't react. It's a very reasonable... It's like... The back cap is a very reasonable but big error from Guangzhou. All of these ults from Valiant are like, I don't even know what is happening. So I think Valiant plays that worse, but wins, because we're playing Overwatch and these things happen. He uses the self-destruct to back cap, of course. Genius. 7 head. Can we get some Sideshow 9 heads in the chat, please? Literally a picture of space. From downtown. Don't ask me what that Earth Shatter was as well. I've no idea. There was no ability to set up. Cookie's not booping. No shatter. There's no reason why Rio would drop his shield there, I think, as well. Grav, Tranced. Hobber has EMP, though. Oh. All 6 are hacked. That should just be a win. They want to try and leave people alive here as well for Hopper to kill. I think this is something that teams haven't made the most efficient yet. Some teams have, but I think Charge could improve by letting Eileen or Hopper or whoever happens to be playing the Sombra farm a lot more at the end of the fights. If you see from Space's perspective, he was setting up for the fight, got EMP'd, and stayed hidden. Yeah, after he already used his self-destruct for who knows what reason. How strange. Did both Ryans shatter each other then? I think Fate shattered Chara, but Rio shattered everybody else. But they were recording a grab, so they all died anyway. Did Fate actually lose his? Chara got hit by something, but maybe it was a bash. Yeah, he probably gets bashed, doesn't he? Because he's trying to bash Rio. Agility's trying to bash Rio, but yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah, he didn't get it off. You're right, Mitch. Oh, that's interesting, actually. So, if the shatter icon goes away very quickly, that means that it got cancelled. I haven't figured that out about the UI yet. So the shatters come down, Fate gets bashed, and so it goes back to 0 much more quickly. Yeah, you're right.
That's some ancient history right there. But then everyone would just switch on to normal cover.
The fastest full clear so far on Kings Row this season. There we go.
Okay. Both teams go aggressive at the same time, but much better bubble, I think. Fate just gets mashed. Oh, Fate got mad isolated. Oh no. Fate's in the wardrobe. Bit of coincidental aggression from both teams. But Charge with a much nicer play. Like, I don't know if you remember me and Spectre doing a VOD review of Atlanta versus Philly. But like, it's this classic, like, if you're pushing against a wall like this, they'll push like on the outside of the wall, and then when the two Reinhardts pass like ships in the night, Rio can cut in and lock Fate off. So the wall is on this side, the team is on this side, and Rio's going to be in front of him. Whereas you can't really isolate Rio as much, because I mean, what you're going to do, like if you walk in front of him here, you're not pinning him up against any wall, so he can just walk around you, or like the rest of his team can walk around. Like these little hook things where you hook him behind and you sandwich Fate in a uncomfortable position because he's so close to the wall. Well, it looks like Charge have a good idea of how to do that.
That's a huge equalizer right there. The team without the Rosario loses their team fight most often, and now it's definitely an advantage for Charge as their reinforcements are going to come back quicker too. Valiant have no choice but to retreat. Well done.
Caught between a rock and a Charge place. Yeah.
Here. Let's go ahead and show you how it's done. Let's just smash records back and forth here. But because the Valiant retreat,
Let's just smash records back and forth. When Hex said there, let's just smash records back and forth, I just thought of the harassment in the workplace video where it's like, word around the offices, you got a fat cock. Some oil. Let's just smash our records together.
they should at least be around this corner, but they are not yet. So the Valiant has a chance to fight at this choke point, which is very good defensively. Yeah, this is
Bubble. Rio again going for like a hook around play, but it's the chance that makes the difference there. Charge are very decisive, knowing that they have the advantage.
That's pretty rough stuff right there. That was about as badly as you can lose a fight.
Okay, but Valiant have their ults available now, so this next one should be much more reasonable, unless Rio just gets a big slam. But Valiant can either use Trance aggressively and try and reset it with Shu. Okay, they use Rally aggressively. Bubbles are traded. They weren't able to isolate Rio. They back off. Happy's going to have Grav. So both teams are going to have Grav, but only one team is going to have a support ult for it. So this should be Valiant's to win. Need to watch out for both Earth Shatters. Rio going aggressive again. They're not really able to punish. Happy there. What am I looking at here? Hello? How is this so poor? Rio's not even shielding them, and they're not able to get the kills? They should just have Discord Orb on Happy, and they should be doing so much damage to him. With Kariv and Fate. Well, okay. I don't really know what happens there to stop Valiant getting those picks. I know it's a nicely timed bubble from Happy, but they should have been able to do a ton more damage to him than they were able to do there. And now Shu just gets his trance up, and it's the same situation again. Valiant invested their ults. They had their opportunity to win the fight, but they failed. The Grav is also in a pretty awkward position, but they should still be able to follow up on this. The bomb is late, but I'm just... The biggest thonker for me is just, how do they not get the kills? Kariv should just be doing a ton of damage onto Happy, and then so should Izayaki. And then Fate should be swinging as well. That should just be a wipe every day of the week. Yeah, Fate got booped away by the Lucio, but even so, like, your Zen and Zarya should be able to do enough damage to be able to kill one CC'd Zarya. Dunno. Yeah, it's the big defensive rally. And then, unfortunately, Kookie's not able to gen his first sound barrier by the time Shu gets his second trance. Is this Kookie's first sound barrier? Yeah. So Kookie's first sound barrier and Shu's second transcendence happen at the same time. Well, no, not even at the same time. Shu literally laps Kookie.
Wah! I just can't believe the offense I'm seeing. It's like the Pro Bowl. No one's playing defense today.
Yeah, no, it's just all about smashing. Just get in there. Well, some payload progress made, but now they're going to go ahead and contest here. The Valiant definitely want to...
Rally engage from Valiant with another grav. Rally. Okay, but really fast disengage from Charge. That's good. That's good. Okay. So they've got a grav to play aggressively with, and they know that there's no support ults available for Charge. Rally is used. Rally is used, and they neither back off nor grav. They stand there and die. That's so poor from the Valiant. They had no plan for what to do if Charge goes aggressive. No plan.
Watch this. They're going to rally in themselves now because they have it. They're ready to go. They're going to be able to use it and have...
It looks like they're trying to back up, but then he gets booped by Chara, and I don't know. I don't know why they don't speed boost as well. Why is there no speed boost disengage? Why don't they just play aggressive in the first place? It's poop.
You're probably not going to have the max amount of armor at the end, but it doesn't really matter that much.
What is I'm interested actually to see what is the cooldown on Amp It Up. Does anyone know off the top of their head?
I believe the offense I'm seeing. It's like the Pro Bowl. No one's playing defense today. Yeah, no, it's just all about
12 seconds. I should really learn the cooldowns. I normally do it just kind of intuitively, but I don't know them off the top of my head numerically. Doesn't normally make it much of a difference in casting or analyzing, but it does for situations like this. Oh wait, am I? Yeah, it is this one. Okay, so 436 they use speed boost.
And we will have the rally initiate once again. Fate leading the charge has the bubble as well. Agilities can't overextend. He will play it safe, and just like that, little bit.
So they should have it.
But again, charge showing some great discipline, backing off. Yeah, sure, use your ults. That's fine.
Watch this. They're going to rally in themselves now because they have it.
Yeah, so they have their speed boost available. They have speed boost to disengage with, right? They're just too slow.
What a big stun as well. Fate, that's a high priority target. Izayaki's out of it as well. He's gonna get wiped.
Well, nice.
They got ults. Doesn't matter. They're dead.
Poopy poopy poop.
So the nice thing about rallying and fighting at the same time is that you're getting armor and then it...
What annoys me is the Valiant were legitimately playing better against the Titans. You're too slow. I know the cooldown starts when it ends, but they had a ton of time there. Like by the time they got, by the time they went aggressive, it's 17 seconds, right? So speed boost doesn't last for 5 seconds, right? So they should definitely have that off cooldown. Oh yeah, and Shu's got his third trance, and Kookie still hasn't used his first beat. Oh my god. Valiant just they're not quick enough to react to these top teams. They play slow, and they look like their communication and their practice isn't enough to be able to actually react quickly. But also, they're just not very aggressive. I was expecting them here to grab this corner. When they know that... so in the previous fight, they rallied and ran in. But Charge are really good and speed burst out immediately. They're like super ready for it. And now they're holding this corner again. They know that Chara and Shu still don't have support ults. So when they go aggressive, just use your grav. Then Kuki can beat. They don't have anything, and you win. Yeah, it's poop and it's frustrating because they were playing better against Titans. 0 beats in the whole map. Yeah.
That's how you take the wind out of the sails of the Valiant, as they had a blistering fast time, and the Charge said, "We're gonna live."
Yeah, Kariv's scared to grav against Hotba.
Turns out the stat didn't last too long. Or at least we are going to see. Are the Valiant able to
Right, let's see.
get that performance going? Playing the angle.
So, both teams almost isolated Rio, but he was quick to escape. Oh, they got somebody though. They got Happy. So that's a nice engagement from Valiant. Again, just these curling engagements, right? Where they like curl around the side. They use their bubble, try and curl around the side. But I thought they were going for Rio, but they didn't. They curled around the other side and went for Happy, who was trying to take an off angle. And then Fate gets booped away, but Happy gets booped into the team, and they just get the kill. This is what I don't get. Like, Valiant actually can play goats, but they make so many mistakes with their ults, and they make so many blunders. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, Valiant's average level is not that bad, but they make so many big blunders. And if you make mistakes like Valiant do, it's not even the same mistake every time, but they make a lot of mistakes. You can just totally lose maps based off that. Especially in such a snowball-based meta, if you make one big mistake, you can totally ruin your ult economy, and then you lose all momentum.
We lost it. Let's not overcommit. And this is one thing that I think Guangzhou get better at, managing retreats and disengages. They're going to be way more formidable than they currently are.
I agree. There is the individual talents on the team for sure. Papa comes to mind.
We've seen signs of it. Their disengagements off a rally, this map particularly, have been great.
Happy. Oh, Agility's just nearly got the rally. We'll see if he decides to wait on it or if he's going to just go ahead and use it immediately. Looks like it's turning it into a flip as the Charge once again decide to retreat.
Charge back off a long way there. Very safe. And now they come in. Riley gets used, trying to isolate Rio again. Trance is there to save him. The peel is very quick from Charge. Both teams have Earth Shudder. There it is. Rio gets a pin on Fate, sends him up to Northumberland.
It's the counter rally that's been happening constantly. Agilities uses his rally, they try to fight. Guangzhou disengages, and then they counter rally with him and just get more active. That's happened 3 times in a row.
I wonder whether someone messed with Fate here. Where's Fate? Oh no, it's just swinging. It's just behind the cart from Rio. It's just really nicely timed. Good individual play from Rio. Yeah, Charge do look very decisive. There's a pretty big difference between the two teams. Grav, bomb, Fate takes bubble, tries to use... Shaking my head, dude. Shaking my head. Why is Fate shattering from the front? For starters, when Fate has a bubble, why not pin? When you see Rio right there. But also, if you're gonna shatter, for God's sake, don't shatter from the same side as where the Diva Bomb is, because Rio can just block it with one... Just with the thing. What do you call it? Shield. But also, another thing I want to point out is that Guangzhou are really good at keeping the people forwards. The only people that they keep forwards are their Ryan Zarya. And those people can survive a grav. So it's really important that you... hey, OG. It's really important that you don't get too many people caught in these gravs, and then you can really minimize how many people die to a grav bomb combo, because the Rhine has the shield, and you know the shield can be messed with, but you have the projected bubble from the Zarya, who's also going to get caught in it, and the Zarya has his personal bubble, and then Shu is going to have Transcendence. And they're all beefy enough. I mean, the Zen is immortal, but the other two are beefy enough that even if you do damage to them, they can be peeled for by Kid with armor pack or, you know, other people. So Charge play that well as well. You know, they play the fundamentals well, but Valiant really messed that combo up. And I think the problem is Fate, really. Shu? Wait, really? Oh my god. Okay, so Shu uses trance, and then Shu uses another trance. Oh my word. So Kuki in the last 2 rounds has had 0 beats, and Shu has had 4 transcendences. So apart from that first round of Valiant attacking, Shu has 4 more ults and then Kuki, who has 0. Did Chara get beat? Don't know, that's a lot. No, not here. I mean, beat does charge slower than trance. It's just that it shouldn't be that much difference, you know? And it made a big difference in the previous round, because at some point they exchanged trance for sound barrier. So they needed Kuki to be able to get up to his sound barrier. But in general, yeah, you're right. It's not like they're not supposed to charge at the same rate. And also Chara has been charging his faster than Kuki has.
It's just an air battle here between the 2 divas. Doing a good job of sticking together here so far, the Charge though. And Rio now just going to go ahead and push onto the point. He gets the bubble, he gets the shield. It's a matter of the counter pressure, but Kareev, long range, is going to find that kill. Rio not able to survive.
Yeah, they're leaving right now and they have to. I mean, with 100 energy, you just really want to save that resource up for the next fight. It's fine, you lost your main tank there, but they did a good job of...
Yeah, I'm not saying it's Kuki's fault, guys. It's just an interesting fact. I do think Kuki's not that good, but I also didn't see anything amazing out of Custer either, so. I think Valiant have a lot of different problems, but I think their average play isn't terrible.
There, you see what happens after.
You see it's just instant. Charge just pounce, and now they still have quite a bit of time to work with here as far as
Shu is insane as well, yes. Shu's probably a top 3 flex support in the league right now, along with Twilight and Jonak.
Already, just taking some shots, saying hello. Kareev has got the grab online. We're about to have Shatter. We're about to have the bomb go off here for Valiant. So they're starting to get what's necessary to hold.
Izayaki's trances are not good. Neither are Kuki's beats. That's like quite a specific thing you can point to on Valiant, whereas a lot of their other stuff is pretty varied.
Shatter goes around, he dodges it. No problems there. Yeah, they're gonna save their fallen member too, and Shu continues to just delete the other supports.
Double rally, double grab, all this self-destruct. Let's go! Big party on the point! And they are going to go with...
I'm just thinking as well, like, in this situation, the Shatter comes out and Kuki dies. Not Kuki's fault, obviously. But I think that just the peel prioritization is really poor from a lot of Valiant. They don't have great awareness of who needs to be peeled for. So Agilities uses his armor pack on Fate instead of using his armor pack on Kuki, who's about to die. And it looks like nobody even knows that Kuki's about to die. And there's been a couple of other instances where, like, someone went aggressive on Izayaki, but nobody really reacted. And when the fights get chaotic, it seems like Valiant don't have a clear comm structure. Like when teams play aggressively into them, they struggle. Hello. Oh, the dog is back. Defensive support ult. Shu uses trance because I think he was caught a little bit in the blast radius. I think Valiant should beat Houston though. I really think that Valiant should be considered the favorites still in that matchup. I don't think they're a tragically bad team. Not that I think Houston are tragically bad, but I think Houston are worse. But it'll come down to who makes more mistakes, I think. And Valiant could still make more mistakes, even though they're on average a better team. Aggression, nearly caught Kariv and Fate out. Bomb goes in. That actually does a good job at being able to peel for Happy as well. Okay, Rio takes bubble. Goes aggro. Oh, Space gets bashed. Demec'd as well. He was expecting the rest of Valiant to play further up, but they took too much pressure. Okay, this is just done. Ow! Kuki had a beat. Just wanted to show you guys that.